internet.
Welcome to the Intoxicated Podcast, a weekly comedy talk show that dives into the personal lives of comedians, experts, and creators. I'm your host, Sarah McClellan, a very amateur stand-up comedian and self-proclaimed sad girl. It's the comedy podcast with a lot of heart. Feel hard and talk hard. This is
The Intoxicated Podcast.
Anyways.
It's a real slam to me because I slammed Sarah one time and she slammed me back.
Yes, you did.
Slam fest.
It was such a good burn, though.
What did I say?
You said, come to the kids' late show because last time it was as empty as Sarah's DMs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, and it was so funny.
And it also was a slam on Travis because the second show on his first album was fucking. It's good we got it in the first take.
It was just so funny how like locked and loaded you had it. Like it was just like you were ready with it.
I swear to God, I don't know if it
words.
was like, I think I must have clipped it at one point, like maybe around that time. And yeah, I was just waiting for it. I feel like I could blackmail so many comics with the clips I have
you
of them. Like, because like the joy of having a smaller podcast that hasn't blown up yet, like, is like people are so like they talk
Candid,
so
yeah.
they talk so freely, right?
Yeah.
Let's start this bitch though. Let's get this train off the tracks.
Is it bad if I get another beer already?
I've got
Yeah.
that comic laugh now.
Yeah.
I can't. I forget. Like, but I just if I find something funny, I want the comic on stage to know.
Yeah,
And it's just it's not even like like I don't think about it anymore, but I just like it just happens.
Project.
Like I just like
interesting.
And
you
I-
do that too, I think. Don't you?
I'm a big laugher.
Yeah.
But now I do it everywhere, and I think people that aren't comics are like,
Yeah.
Goodness. What is this?
Because I always heard that comics are the hardest to make laugh. So when they do laugh, it really means something. That's what I always heard.
I'm not. I mean, I guess I've been told I'm an easy laugh, but I don't laugh at things that I don't think are funny.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
As long as it's a joke and not a scenario, like if a comic laughs at you, like because you just bombed, you're like, all right, I guess that does suck. Yeah.
There are those do make me like just like awkward things that happen on stage are like the funniest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, or like your responses to people in the crowd, or like, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like insane things that happen. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something recently. Oh, like we did a show on Friday and there was two people like dating in the front row that had like both had a cat named Pickle before they started dating.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the? How did you get to that?
Weird.
How did you get to? How do you know what the name of their cat was?
They like I did a bit about cat names, and then I'm like, how did you two meet? And they're like, well, we both had cats, and they're both named Pickle. And then they just kind of carried on like that was nothing. And I was like, no, that is something for sure. I never got to the bottom of it, but now I'm gonna make it a bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's insanity.
But maybe one of them, because they were from New Brunswick, so maybe one of them was like cornichon,
Perhaps
just pickle in French.
I suggested the little one should be called Gherkin.
Oh, I love it. I'm naming my next cat Gurton. That's it.
Gherkin's a really name. Call him
Fine.
G, baby. I'm gonna run around here. Get out of here. Put you in a jar, you little piece of shit.
I also love mini pickles. Nom 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 nom.
But like mini, do you want a miniature traditional pickle or do you want a gherkin? Because gherkin's sweet.
Gherkin. I like
Okay.
the gherkin.
Yeah.
You like it sweet, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love on a charcuterie board. Those are like I always grab those.
Little
Always grab
salty
those.
treats. You ever have a pickled? What are those little white devils?
Onions?
Yeah. You ever have pickled onions?
No, but that sounds delicious.
They're amazing.
They're just little guys.
Are they like
just
eatable? Like
real-
you just eat them straight?
Oh yeah.
I don't like pickled onions.
They're not pickled onions though. We're not talking like
Like
those
pickled,
red
like,
ones.
pearl
We're
onions.
not
They're
those
like the
ones. These
little
are
white
little,
ones.
Okay,
and they're
guys, those
sweet,
are
and they got a little vinegar to them, but it's mostly sweet and tangy. I
Those
highly
ones are
recommend them.
good.
Though sometimes on a Caesar.
Also like pickled turnip a lot.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pickled anything really.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong.
This is prime content.
Welcome back to the Pickle
This
Cast.
is
Yeah.
gonna be the cold open for your episode. Pickle talk.
What can't we pickle?
Oh my gosh, hey everyone. Hey guys. Welcome back to the Intoxicated Podcast. This is so exciting. I'm so excited for this. I have two returning guests on the podcast. One who was on very recently.
4 episodes ago, I think. Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, baby.
I am so excited to have 2 people who I think are like so fucking funny. And like I respect so much on a comic level as people I don't respect. No, I'm just
And here's a list. Chris Aleph.
yeah. But it's Dan Hendricken and
me.
Clare Belford.
That's her.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
Thank you, Sarah.
Welcome. It's a double episode. And
We just met.
In the green
meeting
room.
for the first time on this podcast.
Yeah. On that couch over there.
I was there.
Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks.
Happy to be here.
And you, well, kind of officially, I guess, welcome back for you, but welcome to Halifax as a new,
Yeah.
Yeah, I live here now.
a
New
new.
Haligonian.
How's the move? How's it been settling in?
Amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really good. We both are off work right now, so we just have like nothing but time to set up our home and really love our place a lot.
You're in the North End, right?
North End, yeah.
Oh,
Our dog
that's a
didn't take it so
bitchin'.
well.
No.
Our dog got hives. From
He
the
got
stress
hives.
of
He was
moving.
so stressed. He got like his whole dick and butt blew up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Norm.
Yeah, I
You
know
might
you
be.
said hives earlier, and I was like,
Yeah.
somebody
knives.
packing around you?
You need an oatmeal bath, and you need lots of Benadryl, and only a couple of hot dogs. Not as many hot dogs as you usually eat.
So Norm is a stressed out boy.
Yeah.
Oh, all the time, yeah.
Yeah, he's at a 10 most of the time.
Aww.
Yeah. He's an issue, but yeah. But when he moved, there was just like, it was because it was like a long process of moving. I think it just wore him down.
Yeah.
man.
Every other time I moved, it's been like the morning of, I fucking start throwing shit, and then we're there by the evening. But this was like a
Packing
big
and
process.
cleaning and
Yeah.
Shit.
And he knew something fucking.
And you
was
haven't been
afoot.
here that long, like a week?
A couple, almost 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Almost 2.
I don't know.
10
I
days.
have no idea. What? Really?
Dan's keeping track.
10 full days here.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, I believe you.
You liking it so far, though?
I love it.
Yeah.
I've always loved
I mean,
Halifax.
you love being here, yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
always liked it a lot. And like, I moved from Toronto to the East Coast, and I like was kind of bouncing around a bit. And I like cities, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Exciting. Well, we are happy to have you. And we're on 2 shows together this week.
Oh,
Us
really?
3. Because
Oh.
we're on the Gus's one,
Gus's, yeah.
and then Picto.
Oh, right.
Also,
Oh.
do you do the posters for Gus's Pub?
Yes.
You think my name is Dan Hendricken?
Hank Crincon.
Hendricken?
I spelled it wrong so badly.
I saw the O instead of the E, and I'm like, come on, Martin, you know this.
And I
then
know how to spell your name.
yeah, I know. Like even
And that's
like
the thing.
yeah.
I know- that's just how fucking exhausted I am right now that I'm
no.
making like stupid mistakes like
Nah,
that.
nah, not gonna get away with it. You fucked up. I don't
I
care.
fucked
how
up real
tired
bad,
you
but
are.
he didn't post it, so.
It's true.
Did he not? Oh, no.
Not
It's
yet.
just like in the group chat. Right.
But like it was
Yeah.
funny because I had another correction to make to that poster, and then Martin just goes, "Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
Dan's name's wrong."
I was gonna say I verbally abused Martin. I knew it wasn't his problem. But I was just like, I verbally abused him, and then he
That
was
was
like,
totally my bad.
Sarah. And I'm like, all right.
But I also think like people, I really suck at proofreading.
oh yeah, me
This
too,
is-
big time.
I'm gonna die and it's gonna be on my tombstone. Like there's gonna be a typo on it.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God, like it haunts me.
You're not going to be the one
Yeah.
filling out your
Th-
tombstone.
That's true.
You can write it if yourself. Well, this is gonna make you sad. I'm also bad at spelling and stuff. So if I got an important text message, I just give it to Claire, and then she proofreads it
Oh, that's.
before I
Oh,
fire it off.
you proofread the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I want a proofreader. I want that.
Yeah.
it's great to have.
Because it's a challenge for me at work too. Like with clients and shit, I make stupid typo mistakes, and I just go, "This is why I do audio stuff because I don't want to fucking write.
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for typos." But I guess show posters and shit. Like I will like look at a poster for so fucking long and go, "I think it's good. I think it's good."
Yeah.
And then there'll always be like one mistake or like a name has an extra letter or something.
No.
So annoying.
Dan is like, obviously, he's just like a very laid back, casual person. But then once in a while, like he'll pass me a message to show me what he's written, and it's like he's really like going for it with the language. He's really picking like more colorful language.
I
than
get
we
very
normally-
Shakespearean.
Yeah, he gets
when-
very Shakespearean when he's.
when I'm upset. U-Haul got like sonnets.
But like,
Sonnets.
but U-Haul, that one was like, what did you say? He was just like really passionate. It was like, he said something like, I don't know that I feel comfortable talking to anyone from this company again or something.
Oh,
like,
you were reaming into them.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Shit.
Yeah, we talked them out on all fronts. They're a terrible company.
This might be we'll have to rant about something else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh man.
But
Like,
no, U-Haul is garbage.
a well-written complaint.
Oh boy, I could
Is,
read you what I wrote to
powerful.
U-Haul. It was because we were like moving all week, and I hadn't really had any opportunity to like do any writing or anything creative. And then U-Haul really fucked us over, so I like really used that as an opportunity to like express myself creatively.
It was our only outlet for the week was rage.
You wrote them a poem.
God.
Essentially,
It
yeah.
was really good, right? Like
Yeah.
it was really good.
But don't
Yeah.
worry, they
I
didn't
expressed like sympathy for whatever customer service person was dealing with it.
Yeah,
but
that's
really,
key.
She's a
you
good
know,
person.
I'm a good person.
You are. I'm bearing the lead though. I mean, if you don't know already,
Oh, yeah,
you guys are a
we're in
couple,
love.
We
Yeah.
smush.
and like I love this union so much.
Union. Yeah, all right,
This
yeah.
partnership.
You need a fair salary.
This
You might not know this, but Sarah's actually a justice of the peace.
I really want to be because I think that
You'd be
would
good.
I think I
You'd
would
be good.
I think it would just be funny, like the girl who doesn't have love in her life for 10 years is now marrying people. Like it's a weird contrast thing that I kind of like.
Good to get on the inside there.
Yeah, but you guys are dating,
This is true.
We are
and you're a pandemic couple.
pandemic couple. Yeah,
Pandemic couple.
It's a real scramble.
Pandy pair. They're calling it.
But you go way back, so like you guys knew each other.
Yeah, we met
For a
like
while.
we met here in Halifax like 7 years ago or 8 years ago.
I think 7.
7?
7 or 6.
No, definitely not 6. 7 at least.
7 years ago.
Okay, 7 years ago.
I don't know if I've been doing stand-up 8 years.
He keeps saying that, but he has.
I just started stand-up. That's my first show. I have an album.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I have an album, and I'm going to start now. Yeah. All right. This is cool.
Don't do it.
Nah, it seems tricky. They need more white fellas on shows, so I feel I need to be there.
I like. How did you guys first? Like, do you remember like the first time you met?
Yeah. It was just a dance show.
Yeah.
I was like driving across Canada doing shows with my friend Brett McCrindle.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Do you know Brett?
From Instagram. Not
Oh
personally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, wonderful man.
He's better in real life, and he's good, and he's good on Instagram.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we did Dan's show at the Grad House, and it was a super fun time. Dan was a great host.
You weren't around when the grad house.
No.
Yeah, you would have missed it by a couple years.
Yeah, I've heard about this iconic room.
It was a great
Great room.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so, and Dan was just like a good host and like friendly to deal with, getting booked and stuff. It was
Yeah.
all overall, yeah, very pleasant experience.
And like,
I booked her in real life too.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you
No, I
did.
didn't.
I
No,
booked you.
didn't. Yeah, she booked me.
oh, that's interesting. Okay, I don't even know where to begin with this. Were you guys attracted to each other right away when you first met?
Yeah.
I thought Dan was. I thought he was like funny and handsome, but I didn't. Nothing clicked as like a as like a. I don't know. I think most people when I meet them are funny and good looking,
Right.
or at least comedians.
Right.
Let me stand out a little bit more than that.
Well, I don't want to take away from some segments later on, I guess.
That's true. Should we get into the segments? Should we get into
God.
assumptions? Would that make sense?
Yeah.
first
That would
impressions?
make sense, I
Yeah.
guess.
So you guys met as friends, met the grad house.
at the Grad House, yeah.
We met
I
as
get it
com-
mixed
we
up
met
with
as
Broadway.
comedians.
We met as
though. It's not like
comedians.
you don't meet every
Comedians.
comic
So
and be
we
like,
got
"Bruh,
along."
fuck you." It's more like
That's not how
you're
it-
a coworker.
Oh.
We're both
Yeah,
doing
you're a
this together.
coworker, and now I will lift you.
Yeah.
Dan lifted me.
Is there a picture of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this picture.
He's very professional at work. He lifts all his coworkers.
When I met her, I was very professional, and if you've ever been to the grad house at my comedy show, I got blind drunk every week. And at the end, I was hammered, and I thought it'd be funny to pick Claire up on my shoulder when we took like our group picture, and it was.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It was pretty cute. And then he did it again the next year when I was back again.
No,
And it was probably like
Now it's our thing.
you met, and then did you stay in touch on social media?
no, not
I
really.
mean, not like overly.
We were
I mean, we were
friends.
friends on Facebook
You
and
knew
stuff,
of each other.
liking each other's stuff. But
Right.
like,
First
yeah.
time I went to Toronto, I reached out and we hung out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
I I can say this without ruining any segments.
Ooh,
but
please do.
last time I was on the show with Heather and I was talking about like trying to hook up with someone, that was Dan.
That was mean.
Should I play what I'm gonna play now?
Yeah, sure.
You sure?
So okay, I made a little compilation.
A compilation. Oh
So
dear.
it's not just one clip.
Oh no. Oh no.
I edited this today. I went back through YouTube. I scrubbed some keywords.
Oh, I'm
Keywords.
so nervous.
So like on YouTube, you can open full transcripts, and search by keywords. It saves my life when I'm trying to remember like something came up and I search by keyword.
you can just search by things that are said in the video?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
We used to wear that
So-
shirt regularly.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
I
that
do. Of course I
on.
do. It's a great shirt. I'm
That's
dressed
Joe
almost
Plaska,
exactly
wasn't it?
the same.
Yeah, no, your hair's a
So-
little
and
longer
this-
right now.
This also includes a small clip of an episode with Dan. But it's just kind of, I'll explain it. So let's hear it. Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know.
Let's repeat that.
I'm obsessed with the East Coast. Like I'm such a beat curve for East Coast fan, I guess. I don't know. I got this here now. Such a weird setup. Your brother's here. East Coast man, eh? Your brother's one now.
So.
It's my thing, yeah.
No.
Like a fisherman, you just want to date a fisherman.
Yeah, I really do. He did consider becoming a fisherman, but I don't think I will date anyone younger anytime soon.
Younger.
That would be what I would say. I definitely
Not a
don't wanna
lot,
be in
though.
The next relationship I want to be in, I want to be very comfortable that I'm the funniest one. Heather is so determined to get me laid on this trip.
Oh, you got. Oh, how have you not? You look like the type that an East Coast boy would go for.
You look like the type of East.
Wearing a Joe Plaskett shirt. I'm trying as hard as I can. Yeah, maybe you should switch things
I'll
up.
meet you guys both late tonight. Okay, well,
Didn't work for me.
Okay, Heather, if this works, I need to put in my intro to this episode that it worked.
Okay.
Just to update the listeners.
Okay.
But
Okay, now here's
hard cut.
Here's the clip from Dan.
Oh, that's a great picture of me.
And I
Both of them
asked
are good
him-
pictures of me.
I asked you what you're looking for in a woman.
Oh God.
Do you know what I like? Nurses. Very pro nurse. I think it's some.
when you say
back of my
nurses,
head.
do you mean someone in a studying nurse?
No, like
Okay.
someone who has a job. As a nurse. In the back of my head, I always thought I would end up with a nurse.
Claire takes care of me. Is that the saying?
Passionate person.
That's part of it.
Dogs are a plus, but I mean, my dog's not gonna like it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean like if the
Norm loves Claire.
I'm a pro dog person. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're not a fisherman. She's not a nurse.
No.
So it didn't quite
No.
work out
No.
how you guys planned. But
So
isn't that-
far.
isn't that so funny?
That was really wow. I forgot a lot of that.
So that day that we recorded with Heather.
Yeah, we were talking about like when Heather and I set out on the trip, I was like, I think I might try and hook up with Dan when we're in Halifax, and then I tried very hard for a full week, and then I succeeded on the last night.
Holy shit. You had to try hard for a week?
Yeah,
I don't remember the try
he
hard
wouldn't
part.
even like you. Like kept like trying to hang out, and he kept not coming to whatever he didn't. He booked me on his show and didn't
Oh, yeah. I was actually sick that day, though.
come. Sure.
Oh, so you didn't know that she was trying.
No, of course not.
Guys are so dumb.
He's so
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
They're seriously so dumb.
Well, I didn't I don't know, because like me and Claire were always like friendly, so I don't assume everybody wants to
yeah.
bang me, so I just assumed she was in town and was like hanging out. And at this point, I don't know if I knew you were single either.
That was something we did clear up
Yeah.
before.
Because like I met Claire, and then I was in a relationship, and then she was in a relationship, and I was very aware of that relationship.
Travis told him about it
Yeah.
because Travis knew my ex.
Yeah. So I
Got
used to always I would joke around that how I joke around that I hated Claire's boyfriend because I like Claire.
Right.
But then Travis would be like, well, he's actually like a really cool dude. So, and Travis wouldn't let me have like that place to vent. So I'm like, fuck you and fuck him. But then, yeah, when Claire came here, I was like, I don't know. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah.
And so the night at Beerley's, because I remember seeing you guys dancing together.
We were dancing together.
I think so.
Oh.
I knew it
Was it karaoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember the dancing.
I was so drunk that night.
Yeah. Dancing, yeah. I could see myself dancing. I don't remember dancing.
I don't remember
If
dancing.
you told me I was dancing, I probably
I'm not
was
shocked
dancing.
that I was dancing. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I think I literally whispered to somebody they would be cute together.
We are cute together, Sarah.
We're very cute together. When we were in Newfoundland, one of the comics we were with,
that's super funny.
her husband was like, because Dan had been talking about how he had a girlfriend on stage, and then the comic's husband was saying to her, like, I think Dan's gonna cheat on his girlfriend with Claire.
Yeah, I guess he kind of is. Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my God. So that's where it all went down.
Yes.
How do you...
I'll tell you what you do. You take her to Freeman's and you put garlic sauce
That was
right in her eye.
Yeah, no, that's not good advice. Don't.
Don't do that.
What happened?
We were at Beerley's, and I like made it very clear that I wanted to go home with him.
How? As if...
Oh gosh, if I could remember.
It was but like we were like talking and we're like, I remember we were very
one point-
close.
and then at one
and you were
point
giving
you
off
said-
like very forward vibes.
And then you asked me if I was single.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And wanted to clear that up. And then Claire turned to her two friends and because they were gonna go out.
They were staying with my brother who lived like way out of town.
Yes.
So I was like, Dan, is it okay if I don't go home? Like if I stay in town?
And that's
That's
pretty
a great
clear
way
that you're
to
like,
say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's a
stay
great way to
here.
say it.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Well,
Like,
and plus Heather and I had like a
probably.
conversation about it beforehand. So Heather was like,
That's so funny.
yeah, Heather was really game for it.
Heather was like determined.
And
for you.
also, like, our other friend Nick was so wasted that night. I've never seen him drunker. Nick is like, he's a hilarious stand-up comedian, but he's very careful about what he does in front of people. Would never do karaoke in a million years. And he at one point was like, right at the end of the night, he was like asking me if I'd seen the karaoke songbook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, we got to get Nick.
That
out
would
of
have been
here.
incredible to watch.
Did he do a song?
No.
No,
I would
because
remember that.
it was like late enough that they had like literally like taken the books back.
Yeah.
They were like shutting things down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It
That would have
really...
been amazing.
But you really do have to be that forward with guys, though.
Truly.
You have to literally
No,
say it like it is.
My
'Cause,
line
like,
for years was always like, I would buy a guy a drink and then say like, just to be clear, I'm buying this because I'm hitting on you.
I love that.
It's a really good line, and I recommend it.
Can
to
I use
everyone.
it?
Please do.
Okay.
It's very
It's the Claire
effective.
method.
It's the Claire method. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
You gotta make it crystal clear.
So you asked him, and then what? I guess you were drunk. so you might not
And
remember.
then Dan wanted to stop at Freeman's on the way home to buy nachos and pizza for Travis and his other friend Pat.
Yeah. I'm a good friend.
And I was like sitting there. I love nachos and pizza, but I was like, I don't want to eat this right before going to hook up with someone.
That's so true.
So I'm just like sitting there
Lot of
waiting for
salt
everyone
and
to
cheese.
finish up eating.
So you're just like,
Meanwhile,
I'm not hungry. And you're
Dan
like,
accidentally flung garlic sauce in my eye.
Donair sauce, but yeah.
Donair
I said garlic sauce, but it was donair sauce. Thinking
That
of it
sounds
now.
painful.
It was. It's not good.
The whole experience felt painful at that point. I was
Yeah, yeah.
like, what am I doing?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is too much work.
I bet you this won't
Good
work out.
no.
It did. It did.
But like at that point, okay, so I guess let's do assumptions. Let's get into assumptions.
For sure.
Don't punch me in the face. Ow. Because so you were friends, then you hooked up. So we're gonna do things differently in this episode, you guys. Normally it would be I let you guys know my assumptions about you. But
Do you have an
we're
assumption
gonna-
about us as a couple?
about you guys as a couple?
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
You can tell it after. Sorry, I had to move away from the mic. 'Cause I was burping.
I honestly just love you both so much, which is so strange because I hate most couples. I truly do. Like most couples,
We're pretty lovable, though.
most couples, I'm jealous.
But you're not with us.
I don't want any part of this bullshit.
It's like you guys
it's
because I
more
would
like-
hate this.
No, it's more like it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, I feel the same.
And like you're like two golden retrievers.
Aw.
You
I'll
know?
take And we own a psychopath.
Like I just love it so much. But when you guys, we're gonna do it differently this time. You guys are gonna let me know your assumptions about each other,
Right.
and I guess in this case it might be more like first impressions, or
What I assumed about mine's what I assumed about Dan. At first. Do you want to go first?
No.
Please, can you?
I don't know. I don't like.
You don't have any assumptions about me?
I did, but I didn't like. I don't know. I didn't assume that much about you. I was just like, obviously, like I think you were like one of the first. I don't know how to word it well.
Oh, dancing around the words.
No, I just think of the best way.
Well,
like,
Dan doesn't usually like female comedians.
oh, they're the worst.
But he thought I was funny.
Broads aren't funny.
You know
Everybody knows
You know
that.
that compliment? I don't usually like female comedians.
No.
But you were funny.
Was this the first?
Let's be
female
clear. This is
comedian?
not what I'm saying.
No,
Was this the first comedian that you hooked up with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Shouldn't have thought about that long.
Yeah. Just trying to remember if you.
No. Yeah, I remember meeting you and being very attracted to you right away.
Aww.
And yeah, I think you were the first comic that I could see myself dating.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. Like as soon as I met Claire, I was like, I got a crush on Claire. Like if I had to pick somebody right now, like Claire's at that time top 3, which is pretty good for not knowing somebody.
Top 3 crushes?
Always up there. Yeah.
Wow. No.
Broads on the mind, if you will.
Broads on the mind.
Oh, I love
Bees on the am.
Oh my gosh.
I definitely didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
I will say that after we hooked up, I did.
But when you came to Halifax, you were like, I'm going to try to hook up with Dan.
Yeah, I was just
when
at a
you
point
were-
in my life where I was like I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to like just like hook up with someone. And I
You
You
Yeah.
were
like,
thinking of
Dan's
who was in
handsome
your
and-
sphere, I guess, like,
Yeah,
or like who would
and-
be in the Halifax sphere that like you would
Exactly,
want to hook
yeah.
up with.
And
that's
it's like,
fair.
you know,
I'm
sometimes
sure there was a Dan in Montreal. And I'm sure there was a Dan in Charlottetown.
sometimes like going on a vacation, you know, it's like I'd love to hook up on vacation, right? Like I
Yeah.
think that all the time. Every time I go on vacation, I don't know.
And the joy of a out of town hookup is like, in a way, it's like it happens, it's fun, and then
Oh yeah, very
And there's
few
no-
strings. Yeah, very few things to like kind of.
Or you can do it and you can try to force it into a relationship for a couple months. That doesn't work. You ever do that?
When,
I did.
When you guys hooked up, that was
Not
a
with- not with
while
me.
ago.
Not with you.
Not with
no,
me.
No.
When
How
we
many
hooked-
years ago was that?
That was
would've-
2 years ago.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah, because it would be 2 and a bit years, or
No, COVID's been 2 years.
Probably 3 or
COVID
4.
hasn't even been 2 years. Because
21 months.
Yeah.
So wait, so the first April, because it was like April or May? Because I remember we were like talking every day during COVID, and it was like the anniversary of the day we hooked up came up.
All right,
So-
that makes sense.
So
Then,
that
yeah,
makes
would've
sense.
been
It
3
was the
years
summer
ago.
before COVID.
Yeah, the spring before
2.34
COVID. Yeah,
Such a golden
ago.
year.
So you're saying it was 6 years ago, right?
9 years ago today. I'm going to do stand-up for the first time tonight. Come check me out.
this is all very vital. We can't continue this podcast unless we figure out exactly how long it's
Yeah.
been.
But this is what I'm curious about. So you stayed in touch, though.
no, Dan unfollowed me on Instagram. Actually,
I didn't mean to.
Oh, he did.
What?
Mean
I didn't know. I didn't realize I did. I never consciously. Oh, actually,
thinks
do you know what? Actually, never mind. I actually
Now you do
100%
remember.
did.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I unfollowed her because I started seeing a lady, and on Instagram, Claire's face would come up, and it'd be like, I'm trying to like this lady, and there's this other lady I like. I don't want to be seeing that fucking mug all the time of this lady I like. You know what I mean? You're just like, you're like dating someone. You're like, I like this person, but then you're just starting dating, and then you're also seeing other people you like. You're like, why?
You want to get rid of the temptation.
Yeah, I don't need that shit. Like,
No, you
That's a
unfollowed me like the
backhanded
next day.
compliment.
yeah, tough move. I don't know if it was the next day.
I would always see you in like my story views, and then after we hooked up, you were gone.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I remember what I
I
said.
do.
But
All girls do. All girls do. We look at that.
You were
story
always
views.
and you were always liking stuff, and you just stopped. I
cut it off.
noticed it because I had just hooked up with you.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, whatever Claire says is right. But look, I won, so who cares?
But COVID brought you back in touch, kind of.
Yes, my
in the
assumption,
saddest way.
my assumption really
we have
quick
a
though.
cooler. We have a cooler.
Hear me.
My assumption about Dan was
yeah.
that he
Still in the assumption
was
segment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
we got through yours.
What was your assumption?
That he was a bit of a player.
That's a fair assumption. Actually, I was gonna ask
Is it?
you.
Are you the person to say that?
Well, how can I say this?
I'm nervous
I
about
knew that
getting
you
sweat
dated
stains.
around a lot.
Not the time.
When
Really?
I met,
When I met Claire, I was not like.
You were in a
I didn't-
relationship?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I was in a relationship or about to be in a relationship. Or at the end, I don't know. I had a real weird on and off thing for a bunch of years. And then, so I was a good boy for a long time. And then I'm still a good boy, but I'm just a good boy to more people.
The word player is interesting because I would say, because
Yeah,
is it
and I
different
don't
than
even
fuckboy?
mean it, like, I
It's a
don't-
different word.
oh well, I'm just older.
I think it's the same. Is it the same?
Player is the OG
Yeah.
fuckboy. Player's a player.
I forget the
I
fuckboy
think a
started.
player and a fuckboy might be the same, but a fuckboy is definitely worse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you have
I would say
considered
so.
yourself at your prime single Dan a player or a fuckboy?
No.
Yeah, I don't really see you as that either because I could see you as someone who maybe is dating around
Yeah.
a lot, but
And
I
it
can't
was-
see you being a douche. to
It
a
wasn't.
girl.
It wasn't
wasn't always
necessarily
the
like a
best.
negative
Oh, okay.
connotation. It was more just that I assumed that he got a lot of attention from women.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah, that's what it
that's that at that point in my life was a turnoff for me. I didn't want any competition if I was going to be interested in a man. That, which is a bit of a slam on my exes. I realize when I say that out loud.
Yeah, I always thought that when you said that.
Because he's
All perfectly fine, handsome men, but like.
But you're right, because he's out in the public doing comedy, and like women love funny men.
Yeah, but that's never really worked.
What
It's
do you mean?
yeah, I don't know. I think people like, oh, if you're a dude and you're doing comedy, you get a butt. No, they're like, it doesn't happen.
Maybe
that
not for
often.
you.
Yeah, maybe for you.
Not for
Oh,
me.
No, but people
Female
tell that
comics
to
don't
me,
get
telling me
chuckle
because that's what they think about me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, not at all.
So you assumed he was a player.
I just assumed that I assumed that because he was like, I thought he was really funny and nice and charming and handsome, and I just assumed that he probably got a lot. And like I knew that Halifax is like a smaller city, so I probably thought he was probably like had a bit of celebrity here.
Right.
So I just assumed, a lot of attention from women, and he probably, whether or not it was like in a respectful way, I just assumed that he probably used that to his advantage. And that just I don't know. I used to be really intimidated by people that
That's fair.
were good
Or
at
that-
dating.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the factor of, oh, there's other women involved. And
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
That's never fun going into something going like, I have competition,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. So.
Absolutely.
Frag. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what next? So pandemic strikes.
Right.
And how, okay. So take me into that world.
So this would probably be the beginning of What's Wrong with Us.
Oh, let's do it. What's wrong with you?
Claire's put thought into this.
Let's do it.
I have because I'm a fan of the podcast
F
and of
and
Thank
us.
you for putting thought into it. All right. What is wrong with you guys?
Well,
We wouldn't be together.
We wouldn't be together. we wouldn't be together if Andrew hadn't died.
You can't do an Intoxicated without talking about Big Cat. Welcome back to the Big Cat Memorial Podcast.
Okay. So grief.
Yeah, well,
Brought
because
you
like
together.
what happened was like pandemic. I remember the pandemic was declared on like a Wednesday, and then my aunt, who was a very very significant person in my life, died on the Friday, and then I think Andrew died on the Monday.
And Andrew died on the next. Was it Monday or Tuesday?
Because it was St. Patrick's Day was on a Sunday, I think, and that was like it was weird because you're gonna have to go back a bit here. Do it though. Do it.
What's
Go.
happening?
I'm going
Just
back.
getting hard dates.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'm going up, not down.
I'm
let's
pretty sure
see.
it was around that. It was just everything was really close together. It was like pandemic, and then my aunt died, and then like a few days later, Andrew died, and so I was already like
He died on a Tuesday.
on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So like I was already really reeling from this like because I was in Toronto, my family was she was in like Edmonton, and it's just such a strange experience when somebody dies that you really care about and there's no one around you that knew them at all.
Right.
And so I was like I was just like, I don't know. I was really struggling with this. And then Andrew passed away. And so I just was like, I remember I messaged you as well. And Travis, I reached out to
fucked up.
I reached out.
Could have been fucking Claire. You know she's bi.
I reached out.
Lord knows men aren't working for you, Sarah.
I reached out to the two of you guys first because I was still a little bit chapped with Dan for unfollowing me after we hooked up. I just sent a message just saying like I can relate to what you're going through a little bit. If you ever want to talk, like let me know.
I remember getting messages from certain people.
Yeah.
that probably just specifically knew how close I was with him.
Yeah.
Oh my, that whole like 48 hours is a blur in my mind.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel real,
exactly.
like real life.
It's for me. It still doesn't feel real. Like
No.
we haven't had any kind of funeral or anything for her. Like
Oh god.
Yeah.
That sucks.
it's like very difficult.
Were you close with her?
Super close. She
Yeah.
was like, she was like the best. I mean, she was sick for a long time, so I didn't see her a ton for a lot of years. It was difficult to like coordinate time to spend with her, but she was like just like wildly significant in like my childhood, and we were always like we would message a lot all the time and stuff, and she was just a really special person. But yeah, so then I messaged Dan like a couple days after Andrew passed away because I knew that he was in PEI even.
Here's a question.
Okay.
This is a weird question.
Sure.
How did you know Andrew died? Did you see Richard's post?
I saw it on
Or it
social
just
media.
kinda blew up, right?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
She could feel it.
She sensed it.
The earth
Sensed
felt
it
a
in the
little
air.
lighter.
Yeah, I mean, like, but something like that happens, and then all of a sudden, there's a wave of sort of eulogies on Facebook these days, right? Like, I don't remember whose I saw first, but I just like it. I figured it out.
Doesn't
right
take
away.
long to hear about a comic dying.
Yeah.
No, it really doesn't.
No.
No, a bunch of people with free time and are
Bad
very
news travels
verbose.
fast. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I knew that Dan was like in PI away from his social circle that knew Andrew too, so it was a very like similar
thing.
experience. So I messaged him, same kind of message, just like, I don't know, I'm sorry to hear about this, and I kind of I don't know, I empathize with what you're going through. If you ever want to talk. And then Dan was like, "Why, did something happen?"
Because I'm hysterical.
Yeah.
Little pump fake.
Oh my god.
Why, you good, bro? Like,
Yeah,
Why? What's up? Something happened?
Who died?
What's up? Coming home from work. What's up? Haven't had my phone on me today. What's going on?
I read that and I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
How dare you be funny right now?
So funny.
And then we just started messaging like every day, all the time.
Yeah.
Developed the long distance
Yeah.
sort of
And the
thing.
yeah,
Yeah. I think like my big thing through like the first part of it is like isn't like, as I'm sure Sarah you noticed and Claire you noticed and Sarah you noticed on, hopefully maybe you haven't noticed, I don't know, hopefully you haven't, but whenever somebody like dies, like a bunch of people reach out the first day, right? Like you get like a bunch of text messages and it's like overwhelming or whatever,
And then,
and then like the next day there's like a couple, and then like the third or fourth day there's nothing. And like, yeah, so like when I was like reeling from it, like first day it didn't feel real or whatever, and then like second, third day, but like my big thing was like Claire just kept checking in. I was like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah.
you guys are so freaking cute.
well, it's the consistency thing.
yeah,
Yeah. Because even that
It's-
first day, this is something I've adapted into like my own life. If somebody loses somebody, it's like it's not the
right
first
away.
day you check in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not the day. Like
That's
it's a
more of a
week or
shock
2
day.
weeks or a month later. Like
Yeah.
I because
Yeah.
it was kind of, I mean, when Dan and I started talking every day, like at the start of the pandemic, I was kind of in a long distance thing with someone else that started to kind of die at the start of the pandemic, and I remember one of the things was like I was like feeling, it was like a couple weeks after my aunt had died, and I was just like really feeling it that day, and we were talking, and I mentioned like feeling sad, and he had like forgotten that my aunt had died, and I didn't really like remember.
Yeah.
That didn't clock me. Like I don't know. But I remember I was telling a friend of mine about that after that he had like, and she just stopped me and she's like, "Wait, he forgot your aunt died?"
Wow.
I was like, "Yeah, he's got other stuff going on."
he's slammed at work right now. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Man.
And so that kind of like that became more and more difficult as like talking to Dan just became like easier and easier. It's kind of
Did you
Worked
do
out for
like
you in the end, though? You know.
because I know that like you guys did Jackbox games together. Okay, and this is the other thing.
Yeah.
This is the other thing.
fuck
The
yeah.
trivia.
This is the other thing. So that summer of 2020,
Those jackpot games were fun as fuck.
fucking Jackbox. I was so annoyed with them, to be honest. They were just so. It was just so much of them all the time. I was just like, oh, fuck.
But if you found a good group, like I would just play jackpot games with like Claire and her roommates for like 2 or 3 nights a week, and I started mostly because like I have a deep enjoyment for Andrew Bush, which was like one of her roommates. So I was like watching those. So like just like those games were funny as fuck. And then like we play games and then we just stay on a live stream and there'd be like 6 people and like
Luba was in there. Usually.
a group like the roommates would know each other, a
Yeah.
couple people, and then just be a bunch of random people,
And
and
then-
we just like developed all these weird bits. Like there was one night,
Oh
where it
my
was like,
God.
let me see that hat, and it was like the whole bit was like somebody put on a hat,
I
and
remember
then
that.
you had to get
I watched these.
as close as you could to get to the webcam. And like I can't see that hat at all. You
Get
have
in
to-
here. Get in here. You're miles
see that
away. You
hat.
can hardly see that hat. It was
My
like so
my
stupid. It
contact
was just
picture
like
for
absolute.
Claire is like her like inches away from a camera with one of her hats. So I'd be like, I got to see that hat.
Yeah.
Show me that hat.
Oh my God, that was such a thing. And then, but see, the thing is like I started speculating that there was a thing happening between you two that summer because we did trivia with Dan's trivia.
Yeah, that was.
And I was on your team. We were. What was our team name?
Boner Queens.
Boner Queens.
That was my brother's name.
And I
idea.
had this like and I never.
And you guys sucked, by the way.
I never
bad,
thought
but
to
you
just-
asked so many questions about PEI.
Yeah. Well, it's PI focus.
Yeah.
I never thought to message you directly to be like, what's going on with you and Dan? But I always had it in the back of my mind. I was like, I bet you something's going on there. Because like, who tunes into virtual trivia? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good trivia, Sarah.
It was fun.
don't
It
know.
was the highlight of my week.
I'll stand by them trivias. They were good.
You did a good job.
It was
You did a
so
good job.
fun. Oh God, like it was because it was such a funny group chat that we were in, like
Yes.
all of us as a team. Because
Boner
there was
Queens.
you here in Halifax, and then my brother and his fiance in
Yeah.
Calgary, and then Heather, who was in Toronto, but she was in like another place. But then my roommate Lily started playing on our team too. So it was just like people from everywhere. We're watching this PEI trivia. I loved it so much.
It was really weird to think that you did those trivias and then you moved in with both of us.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah,
you're watching
I
trivia.
know.
Like,
It
I'm
was
gonna
funny.
live with those two fucking guys in 6 months.
Because when I ended up in PEI, Dan was living with Spencer, the other host of trivia, and I was like, to me, he was a celebrity because
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Spencer Galea.
I also hit on and banged the host of a trivia that I
Nice.
frequently attended at Rock Bottom.
Good for you.
That's so
and
funny.
I
That's
was-
the name of a place.
It was a physical trivia.
And that's where you fucking got rock bottom.
That's where I am always.
That's always where you have to fucking trivia host.
Is that
at
still a
Rock
place?
Bottom.
It's still a place.
No, they're closed.
Aw.
But the regular trivia host that was there for many years, like out of nowhere, I was just like, I'm attracted to this guy, and I made it happen.
'Cause he's got all
It was
the
a
answers.
long game, but it happened.
Long
Did you
game.
buy him a
Should've
beer
bought
and
him a
was
beer.
like, I'm buying you this beer because I'm hitting on you.
Fuck yeah.
I'm seriously
Yeah.
using that now.
It's
That would
so
actually
good.
work
It's
so good.
so good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
got-
Like, just so you know,
Yeah.
like just so we're clear, I'm hitting on you.
I think
right
I made it. I think I said something. I don't think I bought you a beer, but I think I said I'm hitting on you.
I think you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm
that.
pretty sure I was very direct. Like
I
I'm
remember
trying to
you
hit
being
on you.
very
right now.
close and like touching my arm a lot and be like, all right.
I don't remember touching the arm. That's a good move too. Yeah.
But not even like
Add that to the
not
list.
like
You
this,
know.
but like this.
Oh,
you know when
yes,
someone's
yes,
touching
yes,
you
yes.
and it's been longer than like they should not notice. You're like, all right, so they're
Oh,
touching me.
yeah. That's like the hottest thing actually when you're like first
Oh.
liking someone and you just like barely
Knee
like
touch,
like,
Yes,
and they're
it's
not
the
moving.
best.
Oh, I'm a nut. Yeah.
yeah. That's the best shit. So, okay, so trivia, Jackbox games, online. Did you talk on the phone?
We started talking on the phone.
That's a
Started
big
having
one.
beers together on
yeah,
FaceTime.
we had like little dates.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you confirm that they were dates?
Yeah. No?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was like this is a date, but it, like
I think I said
my
very
vibe
specifically
definitely
it
was like this
can we
feels.
have like a little like Zoom date or something?
Yeah.
Maybe Zoom
Right.
date is like a different word.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, no, for me they were very much dates.
Right. Because you had already hooked up, so there's a flirtation naturally there.
And like a like a known chemistry.
Known chemistry.
Like yeah, that was crucial.
Good
Right.
That was integral. That we knew that we got along in that sense.
Right. That is so wild. So summer 2020 is insane because, like, I just feel like in a weird way, we were all way more connected to each other.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
everybody really like 2020 was great for like really appreciating it. Like every time you got
and
together with
checking in
people,
on
everyone's
people,
like,
and-
"Fuck yeah!" And like,
so good.
there was a lot of separation. Like there was a lot of loneliness,
yeah,
but there was definitely like a new form of community.
It brought you to the right people, I think.
I think so too.
yeah. Stripped away a lot of garbage. If you're like, I don't really want to hang out with somebody, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, okay, so take us to, so wait, we have a rant segment we have to get to at some point too. Do you guys
True.
have rants?
Well, we have one. I think I don't know. We have a couple that we're just like
Okay.
rants like based around our. I don't know. Anyway,
Situationship.
but we can keep going on the like.
What made it officially a thing where it was like, I'm going to move now? Like,
Well,
because this was
even
like a
when
long
I-
distance kind
Yeah.
of relationship.
Even when I moved, it was like it was never like I'm moving to be with you. I was but that was definitely like the hope, but I'm not the type of person that I think could do that.
Right.
Like
It's a big
that's
leap of
just-
faith.
and it makes you so vulnerable.
Oh my God, yes.
So when I moved, I mean, I was trying to move to PEI originally. What I decided was like part of the motivation for moving to was I had been waitressing in Toronto before the pandemic, and then went on CERB, and then got called back to work when stuff started opening up again.
Yeah.
But Toronto was like never okay. Like Toronto was all like at that time was still like
A gong show.
yeah, there's still like it was still everywhere.
Yeah.
And I just felt like and then to be serving like around people with their masks off and stuff, and it just never I was like so anxious at work, and I couldn't quit because then what was I going to do? Like I couldn't find another job
Right.
that would be different. And yeah, so I decided at that point like I wanted to go back to work or go back to school. So I was looking at schools in the Maritimes because the bubble was like in full force at the time. Yeah, it
RIP
was
the bubble.
R.I.P.
and you could try. I could if I was in the bubble, I could travel and do comedy and stuff. So I was just like, I want to get to and then I'll be near Dan. Like, so I wanted to get to the bubble. PEI wasn't like accepting people. Like I looked at going to school there and applying to live there, but like even at that time they were like they were really restrictive with who they were letting onto the island. But once I was in the bubble, then I could travel to PEI. So I decided to move to Moncton.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when you know it's good.
She's never said that, and everyone's been like, right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Every time, everyone's like,
I mean, why not? It's
Yeah,
a hot
people are like,
topic
what
in
the-
Moncton.
Well,
I mean,
'cause,
like, you
my
need the right
thought
place.
process
right, Moncton, right.
My thought
Yeah.
process was that if there was going to be any outbreaks, it was going to be in Halifax.
Yeah.
Because this is like summer 2020, so there
Still,
hadn't
yeah.
New Brunswick hadn't blown up yet.
Not yet.
It blew up when I got there.
Yeah.
Right. Lovely.
Right.
Lovely.
Love that for you.
Welcome, Claire.
This like we unload like me and a buddy of mine went over to Moncton, so we like got into Claire's apartment.
Because I had to like navigate all this like isolation stuff. Once you entered the
Yeah.
bubble, you had to isolate for 2 weeks, and I was like, how the hell am I going to move all my stuff into a place? And Dan was wonderful the whole time. He was just like everything. He was like, well, I'll fix that. I'll help with that. Like blah blah blah. So yeah, him
That and
his-
Brian Otter. Shout out to Brian
Oh
Otter.
my God,
Brian Otter.
Brian Otter was a
Shout
hero.
out.
Yeah.
Just
He's an
the
angel
sweetest
on
man.
earth.
He's an absolute.
Oh my God, he's the sweetest man.
Yeah.
Just blessing.
He did so
Yeah.
much like just weird Aaron bullshit.
Yeah. So
But-
kind. And
Yeah.
Evan Steves was with him as well, but
Shout
Brian
out
was.
Evan and Ryan.
Yeah, but Evan doesn't like it when I hug him. So
Oh no.
Oh, it's because he's avoiding attachment. Listen to mine and Evan's episode where we did a psychology deep dive into him, and
Interesting.
his attachment style is very avoidant.
Oh, that's a bad one, right?
What's that like?
It's
Oh no, wait.
there's no bad ones.
Actually, I think
but,
that I think my therapist said that actually Dan is
classically
also.
trained, I see. Yeah.
I think my therapist also said that Dan is an avoidant attachment style.
Don't know what
I don't
it
remember what that
means,
means, but I'm pretty sure she said that.
I kind of look like Evan Steves if he only ate red meat.
well, the attachment comes out I think the most when you're in a fight. Mm-hmm. So like, are you someone who when you fight, like you're like I gotta go, I
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah you need
Because
you
that's
need,
where the problem is.
just
What are
wait it
you,
out.
dumb? You gotta get out of there. You know, throw a grenade and hang
Dan just
out.
literally runs in the opposite direction.
I don't run, but I walk
Just-
brisk walk.
Just avoid me for a few
Like-
minutes and then start being real sweet.
Like avoidant doesn't have to be bad as long as you understand. As long as you understand why, like that they're acting the way that they are for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but it's tricky sometimes.
I don't know how we got on this point, but the point is, me and my buddy Ryan, we went out to unpack the U-Haul because she couldn't be like running around the hallways unpacking her U-Haul.
Had to like stay in the. That was the beauty of it. I had to stay in the cab of the truck. I couldn't help move.
Sit there. Yeah. So we unloaded the rig.
Here for safety.
Yeah. We unloaded the rig and then like we went and like we like played around at disc golf and like got a beer or whatever. And then we had a beer with Claire from like her patio in the parking lot. And then we took off. And then like that evening, they're like, Moncton just exploded with COVID. And we're like, because it was like that day that their first actual big
And it was a
outbreak
woman from
happened.
Ontario.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
that
her?
outbreak.
Yeah, the first
She went to go
one,
visit somebody at a senior's home and lied.
Lovely.
I
Blew the
know.
whole thing up. Yeah.
I'm like in my
that.
apartment for 2 weeks. I'm like, swear to God.
You're like, it
I
wasn't
swear to
me.
God, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I was in my truck the entire time.
I didn't
you
even
guys.
touch
Just okay,
Dan.
fine. Yeah, that was also part of the thing too. Like us early talking, like I feel like in our pockets of friends, me and Claire both took it like the most serious. So we had like a lot of like to talk about. Be like, can you believe this person did this thing? Like not like shaming other people, but we're also like very clear how we're taking. Even in the early days, like I joked a couple times. Well, not even joke, but like threw it on the table of like, I'll go get you from Toronto.
Yeah, he
then
was
you
like
can just
fully
come
prepared
back
to
here.
just drive and come grab me.
Just like, because you're not doing anything over there. You might as well come here and hang out in PEI. Like, you're on Surrey, but you be served around me kind
You were
of
gonna
thing.
come get her to like take her out of Toronto.
And that was before the like bubble
Yeah,
closed.
when everything the bubble closed there, that like that died pretty quick. And then it
Yeah.
And then he did avoid me for a month.
I took a
Why?
month off. Because I lost hope. You know, I felt like I was putting so much like energy like in time wise into it, and then like I don't know why, but I just like, this isn't gonna happen, like this is stupid, like I'm just gonna, why am I spending every day talking to somebody who I'm not gonna be with?
You didn't talk for a month.
I mean, he'd
We
check
chatted,
in.
like-
He'd check in like once a week.
But like I'd say
died down.
95% less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, it like came down to a putter. But I was like, I don't
and-
know why we're doing this. Like, this isn't gonna happen. She's not gonna move out to PEI. I'm not gonna move to Toronto. What the fuck are we doing?
But that was
So I
also
just kinda shut her down.
simultaneous. Like at the same time, PEI was opening back up. Like
Yeah.
Toronto was like still very much shut down, but PEI you were like allowed to like go out and see people now. Like you could go see friends and stuff. And so Dan was like had things to do outside of work, and I was still like nothing.
Right.
Like so I was just like I was losing my mind a little bit. I was
Of course.
yeah.
It's understandable.
Taking a page out of your sad book.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Other people can be sad, Sarah.
fucking rough. It was just an insane time.
It was.
Yeah.
like so much shit out of our control that like you know,
Yeah.
everyone had their own coping skills, I guess, but
Yeah. It was definitely weird to be on being on PEI and having like so many
Sorry,
friends
I moved
other
this so many
places, because like PEI opened up so fast and it was so safe for so long. It still is. Where like even like that spring of 2020, like March, April, May, the 1st of May, like we were pretty much open right back up. Like
Yeah.
within reason and stuff like that.
yeah, you guys had
like,
it real good.
It was the best place to be in the world.
Paradise.
And then they opened up like you could apply to go to PEI for like a summer residence,
Yeah.
and
That's the first time we talked about getting married.
Yeah, well, because I couldn't. They wouldn't accept my
They wouldn't
application.
accept it, but I'm like, I bet you if you're my fiance, this would work. And then you're like, just put fiance and see what works. Try to figure out, try to crack this system.
That was some pretty crazy pandemic thought.
Yeah, well, we could just get married. It's not that big of a deal. Like,
It's just for the paperwork.
yeah, they'll let you in if we're married. Do it.
Was there this is what I don't know how this works in relationships because I don't know what it's like.
What
but,
love is?
But is there a moment where you go, we're boyfriend, girlfriend?
That was when I got
Yeah,
there.
that was when she got here.
Got you. What was that? Like, what's that kind of conversation like? Is it a conversation? What is it?
So I don't know. I was like in isolation for 2 weeks, and then it was like the second I got out of isolation, Dan came and picked me up, and we went back to PEI.
Right.
And then we like I don't know, pretty quick he was like, so are we like dating? Well, because back a step here, because like Dan had avoided me for about a month, right? And
Right.
then we started talking again, I think it was around, I don't know if this is, but it was around the time of Andrew's funeral that Dan started talking to me again.
Right.
Oh yeah, I was like June, May was
Listen.
a quiet month, and June or July we started talking again. I told you I loved you in September.
Well, this is what I was getting to. Yeah.
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 September 11th.
I think it was September.
It was
11th.
Cartmel's birthday. What the fuck? It was
Yeah.
my buddy's birthday. I was really
And
just feeling the love.
yeah, he
Feeling
sent
it.
me a message like he was drinking at his friend's birthday or whatever. And at this point, I was like, I was moving. Like
Yeah.
that was like in the
The
works.
wheels were in motion.
So he was like pretty safe to be saying this. But he messaged me. I think his words were, "I feel comfortable telling you that I love you," which was really sweet to read. But for me, I was like, I don't like. Where were you in May? But I did. Like I was very much like falling in love. Like yeah. So
Right.
yeah. It was like when I got there and we like spent some time together, like the first couple days or whatever. Anyway, this is like a really thorough telling of our story.
What a wild way to start a relationship.
And then
Real weird.
well, and then
Gets weirder.
the plan was like that I was going to be living in Moncton,
Right.
but then I was like a month in to
No,
me
you-
being out here.
Yeah, you
the
came-
bridge closed.
We
They were
stayed-
closing the bridge.
Yeah, you stayed in PI for like 3 weeks, went back to Moncton for 1 week, and then they closed the bridge. And then we're like, our whole idea was like, all right, so the bridge is going to close. It's not a big deal. It'll be open by Christmas. Why don't you just pack a bag? It's like, it was a Sunday afternoon. I was watching a movie on the couch. Like, I'll run over, go get you. And you come back here, and we'll just, whatever. We'll get you home for Christmas. Cut to 8 months later. Claire's been living out of a backpack. Like, she just moves to PEI. We have to find her a car and a job. She's suddenly living with like me and my like 2 roommates and my psycho dog.
My God.
It was because it was like either like I was like, well, I don't really.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Just stay in Moncton and be
No.
locked down in Moncton?
that.
And,
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It was definitely the right call, but it's still
Yeah,
a
you made the
crazy
right call.
It was still an
That's-
insane way to start a
Just the
relationship.
idea
yeah.
of like, the bridge is closing. Make a huge life decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally was like it's
felt like that
closing
scene
at
in
midnight.
Star
It's 2
Wars,
o'clock.
like,
So like
jump into
shit or get
those
off the
doors
pot.
that are closing.
Yeah,
Like slow motion running across the bridge.
yeah,
It was nuts.
yeah. It was like it's different because like we also like we talked for like
They were blowing up the bridge behind us. That's what
douche douche douche.
Tim
No,
from Hunks and joke.
there was like 9 months of like us talking and then like a couple weeks together, but then also like they'd be like we're gonna live together now for a year. It was like it's pretty wild.
Well, what I love about it is like you already, like you said, you already knew you had the physical chemistry. When you're apart and constantly talking to somebody, you get close real fast.
Yeah,
And like it almost supercharges things.
very much so.
And it because you're all of a sudden like you already know you have the physical chemistry, so like you know, like you can just bond emotionally like over that time.
Yeah.
And then it's just super strong when you come back together.
But it's super difficult because like it gets super strong, but it's so much easier to miss someone than to put up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true.
Because like
Oh shit.
the way we went from was like long distance for like 9 months, right? And then now we're together, right? And there's no
Constantly.
like, constantly. And like obviously we've done well. We live together still now. We choose to, but like there's just so many little things that are like aren't romantic that have to be dealt with. You know what I mean? Like
Because you have to like kind
We're
of
supposed to be in the
establish
honeymoon
boundaries
phase.
within
Yeah.
a relationship in the first while, but then you also have to establish boundaries like within a living situation. You have
arrangement,
to learn about like whether or not you're in a relationship with whoever you're living
Yeah.
with. Like that's still, so it was just a lot of like kind of like figuring out.
Especially for you, because you came in with a bag.
Yeah.
And you're moving in with
You're
a
like,
dude
"Here's
and
my
roommates.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was telling Dan on his episode, I'm just like, holy shit, she only had a bag? I would have went with 2 suitcases.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did have, I had more than Dan is making me sound.
She
so
had a
low
little
maintenance.
stick with
yeah,
a bag
a
at the end
dildo.
of it. One pair of paint.
No, I think I had a couple suitcases, but it still for that long was not enough.
Well,
But not
to
like-
live out of a suitcase. For
Yeah,
so
yeah.
long.
And it's yeah, just like because I had just moved from Toronto, and when you move like that, at least when I move like that, spend a lot of time like carefully deciding like what has to come with me, what can I leave behind, like just to simplify a move, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like everything I brought was like these are the things I want to have a comfortable home, and then it was like I couldn't, like I'd already like vetted what was important to me and then went without it for a year. Like it's just things, but it's always like there's such sentimental attachment to your things, that makes your home feel like your home.
That's madness.
Yeah, it was a super weird year.
Dude, like I love it. I love this. But like just all the moving pieces to this is so wild.
It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
It's almost like guys are meant
Just
to be
like-
together. It's wild.
At this point, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be fucking livid.
The secrets of
be
it.
honest
I
with
love
you.
doesn't exist if this doesn't work out.
Yeah,
Honestly.
if it isn't it, whatever.
And
I'm going
like,
back to my fuckboy playboy style.
it's like, yeah, what would have happened if Andrew hadn't died?
Right? I mean,
Really, truly, it wasn't even COVID that did this. It was Andrew dying.
Yeah, thank
Because
God
you
he
wouldn't have
just
messaged
catches
Or
it.
us
if my
from
aunt hadn't
Toronto
died
going,
or
oh,
whatever.
COVID's
Yeah.
happening. How you guys doing?
Guess what, guys? It would have still worked out. It would have just
I just-
happened at a different
I- 'cause I
time.
think
It's
this-
the actual truth of the
I do
matter.
think this
Andrew
exactly.
could still be alive and
He
everyone could be
I
happy.
could have my aunt as well still, and it would
yeah,
be
yeah,
nice.
it'd be fine.
I think about it though,
Would've been a
like
couple years
with
down the road.
stand-up, because like the reason I started doing stand up was because Scott, my brother, was doing stand up and like encouraged me to try it. But like the truth is that I'd always been obsessed with stand up. I like would record like every comedy now I could find and like watch it over and over again, and like I loved it. I don't know. I didn't think that women could be that funny. I guess I don't know. So when Scott encouraged me to do it, but I do think that like with or without that, I would have found it eventually. It just would have taken a lot longer. So I mean, like maybe that's the case here as well. I don't know.
Yeah, my whole thing is like I liked Claire, so like if something was gonna happen, I feel like it would have happened. Like,
She was always on the radar.
yeah, of course. So
That's so cute.
who knows what could have happened, but like I still think it probably would have happened at a different point under hopefully less stressful circumstances. But
I really feel like Dan had such a crush on me because he knew so few women in comedy. Like, because it's like Halifax is a small scene, but back then there was even less women doing comedy,
Yes.
and like, but then, and like, I don't know, I started in a small scene in Edmonton, and there weren't a lot of women doing comedy, and like, I felt, like when you're in a small scene and you're a woman doing comedy, like, like there's this sense like, I don't know, you're this like unicorn kind
Speaking
of.
my language, yeah.
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
moved to Toronto, and like there's so many women in comedy, and I'm like, and like so many of them are like models / actors as well, and
Right.
they're like really funny and
Triple facts,
crazy good looking, and like they go to the gym all the time, and like
Holy
they're just like
shit.
they've been to university and stuff, like things I just don't have.
they go to the gym, they've been to university, everything I can't have. Going to Halifax, schools, that's whole city's made of universities.
So I just think if Dan had ever like met a few more women in comedy, maybe he would have.
Well,
Pretty
that's
dismissive?
I want to get
Pretty
into
dismissive,
this. I
I'd
want to get
say.
into this. So I believe Claire, on your episode with Heather, we discussed the idea of comics dating. And I think we kind of landed on there's challenges, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts before this on dating comics? Were you against it? Was it something that,
It says something like,
or you just never had the option?
I never had the option, but it's also something like I've heard people say like, oh, you shouldn't date other comics, but nobody's ever said that I respected.
Right.
So like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I'll tell you right now, it's goddamn delightful a lot of the time.
It's so
I don't know.
These corporates, this like a bunch of corporates this month.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's so nice to go to a corporate.
We're
just,
going
like,
into like a shitty gig, and then you're like, oh well, my best friend's here,
yeah, at least I'm
and
my
like,
favorite person. Like,
and do you know it's like even
and
the
it's gonna
good
suck,
shit.
and then but whatever. Then we'll both.
The good shit is like when you're like, well, we're doing a show tonight, so let's have an early supper. That way, I can settle on our stomach before the show. Like instead
You
of
get
like,
it.
yeah, there's no time, and
Yeah.
even if I'm like I need to go right, she's like, yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? There's like it's just like the base
Yes.
level understanding
Yes.
is so nice. Even like to decompress from shows, like even like last night we had like a great show, and then we were supposed to go drinking with a friend, and then they canceled, and we're like, fuck yes, like 'cause, like. Even in that moment, like I
feeling.
felt amped, but like if I didn't have somebody else there, I'd be like, all right, we can just go home. We could do our own thing, like just like, because it's fine and it's probably for the best dating people who aren't other comedians. But like the level I would have to explain every time, because in case I was like nervous or in a bad mood or didn't want to eat, there's all this shit that like I just don't have to explain. or Claire
Yeah,
doesn't have to
it
explain to me.
requires a very special person to like understand that doesn't know the experience. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so you're both comics and you're dating. I've seen shows with you both. Well, just the one Good Robot show.
Yeah.
Where did the decision come to? So when you talk about your girlfriend, you don't say it's Claire.
I'm not really good at writing. I got a bunch of jokes about a girlfriend that
It's also they're not always about me.
it's like 5 years
But
ago.
did you guys talk about just the idea of like doing shows together and like because you obviously have jokes about each other, you write from your life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're referring
I-
to,
that was-
and one could assume, one could put it together when Claire's talking about dating an
On the-
island boy.
Exactly, yeah.
And
It's-
Dan,
yeah.
but like, did you kind
That
of
was-
make a decision about like actually saying it out loud? Like, yeah,
Because we
dating
at
Dan.
first we would I mean especially Dan. I mean well it depended who was on stage first. Like it was just, it's sort of like an easy laugh to be like if you're on stage
Yeah.
second to like make some kind of reference to like whatever that person was talking about being about like it or just it's audiences
Right.
do enjoy it but
They
it's
do.
like I remember at one point saying like I would like it if we didn't make a habit of that because I
Yeah.
don't want it to become a crutch or like something that like jokes require. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you'll write it into the jokes.
We
sort
did it
of,
like it was like a show where like it was in like my hometown essentially, and like half the audience already knew, so I said it like as a joke, but it was definitely something where like we do enough shows together where it's like it's not something we're gonna be like you want to say every time.
Right.
yeah.
So it's definitely like a subtle thing, but I don't really see much of an advantage of telling people for the most part, like realistically, unless it's like in PEI where everybody knows us and everybody kind of knows what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it is, like,
It doesn't make sense.
It's-
It's like a goof or whatever. But
yeah, it's fun once in a while because it is like, it's an easy laugh. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's usually
So
me who does
interesting.
it.
No, I mean, like, I've done it a bunch. Like, there's Dan has a joke about how I have an IUD, and I went on after him or whatever, and I was like, and Annie has a joke about preferring to date a 30-year-old over a 20-year-old, and I was like, oh, I'm 30 and I have an IUD, so you like probably figure out like stuff like that.
subtle little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That is so cute. Do you guys have different ways that you write? So like
Very
this
much
is
so.
my main question. If you're together, something happens. Do you have the moment where you go, who gets the joke?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. It's only happened a couple times, and every time Claire's asked me, it's been like, oh, I didn't even think of that one.
Like what? What do you mean?
like
What?
like bidet.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have a joke about
Bidet.
my parents wanting a bidet, but it's actually about his
My
parents.
But like,
And I
when it
started-
happened, like I didn't even see the humor in it at all. So like it just kind of blew by me. And then Claire's like, I'm gonna take that. And I'm like, all right, great, cool. I don't care.
I like, yeah. I forget what I was gonna say.
I think we both have very much different styles of writing and creating premises. So it really doesn't come up every once in a while.
Right.
It's nice when like something super funny happens or like somebody says something really weird that we didn't mean to, and then like you should try and make that a joke. Like that should be.
Right.
But also we have such different styles that it's like if something was gonna work for me, it wouldn't work for Claire.
That's
If
true.
something's
I
gonna work for
guess
Claire,
even
it
if
wouldn't
something
work for me.
happened, you'd be writing from both of your own perspectives.
Yeah.
Kind of
We
thing.
haven't had any issues of like
Are you
watching a grandmother fall down the stairs and be like, oh, that's mine.
Are you guys super honest with each other about? Ooh, does the fact that you're both comedians, and like as comedians we love analyzing comedy, you know, does it ever get weird when you're analyzing each other's comedy and you kind of have to separate that from romantic?
I don't think that
No.
we spend too much time doing that.
Oh,
No,
good.
We don't really talk about comedy that
Oh,
much.
fuck yeah! I love that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is but like sometimes we'll obviously watch
not
each
each other's
sets.
comedy. Like we don't like we'll talk about comedy like all day long, but like not about necessarily like
Not each other's.
Right.
not each other's material or
Right.
style or
Got
anything.
you. Got you.
It's more
Yeah.
about like I don't know industry stuff or
It'd be the
It's a
exact same
shared
as like
experience.
as a regular comic though, just like thing like it's like you should talk to this person about this, or if like we watch each other's sets, be like that riff really worked great, or like that line was really good, or I've never seen you do this kind of thing. Because it's also the advantage of like whether we're on the same show together or whether we're just hanging out, we do see a lot of each other's sets.
Right? You know,
so you get
know
to
the
like
material.
pick up and watch the
Yeah.
stuff and like see how they tweak it and be like, I thought this really worked. And
Yeah.
You would
we
know
can,
more
like-
than anyone else because you're like living with the person. You're
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah,
them all the time.
yeah, for the most part, we have a really good understanding of each other's material. But like, that's nice. What it's
really nice.
I mean, we never had any issues with like, it's always really like really quick. Just say this, and then if they want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If not, we're good to go, kind of thing. Yeah.
I just feel like the advantages of two comics dating far outweigh the negatives, and the negatives are just cop outs.
Then I have gone through the experience of breaking up with a comic, but I mean, and that was difficult, and I feel like that would be so difficult in a scene this
Smaller
size.
scene. Yeah.
But like, I mean, if you're
Oof,
both
that would be bad.
kind, respectful people, it was totally
Yeah.
fine to navigate. We were just,
If
it
both
was,
people are mature, it should be fine.
yeah, it was challenging, but it was, I mean, it also like, I think, kind of forced us to get over it and form a friendship. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I've had other breakups where it was like, well, I guess, I mean, like we weren't like, there was no animosity, but it was like, there's no need to be around each other.
Right.
But yeah,
yeah.
that's
Because I think
nice.
the main thing is people say like, oh, like if you break up, you'll have to do shows together, and like, wouldn't that be awkward?
Yeah. It's a little different though, because like me and like Claire, like from the get go, we're very fucking serious.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know if I'd ask a comic out on a first date or something. Am I like,
True.
let's go get coffee or let's go write together? I don't know if I do that shit, but like,
Yeah,
just
we
like
had that.
the
Like,
build up for me and Claire was like very long and like
it was kind of
became very
safe because we
clear
were
that,
far
like,
away.
yeah.
And
And it was built on a foundation of friendship too.
friendship,
Like,
and then
Yeah.
like
friendship
good,
was the
and then
base
good
of it?
physical chemistry. And, yeah,
it was pretty clear that we were even like not a week or two in, we'd be like, all right, you know what, never mind. And then like she'd go back to Moncton and everything.
I know we're already in Moncton, but just kidding.
I'll give you a shout when I'm at Hell's Basement. It's like, no, like there's like something
I
was
really
gonna
misread
happen.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a cheesy question.
Okay.
And I'm taking it from the podcast that I work on at work. This is the question we ask the couples every time, which is, what do you guys love about each other? And you gotta lean into it.
Can it be butt?
It really does love my butt. Yeah, I never knew to appreciate my butt as much as
No, you don't see it as
Dan has
much as
taught
I
me.
do.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Dan's like, I did.
And I'm asking
Yeah.
two comics.
I already said butt. I would say, and it's got to be sweet, obviously.
I mean, yeah, do what you want, but you know.
Jack and Diane, the Tasty Freeze.
Oh yeah,
Um,
his nickname is my body parts.
The boobs? Jack and
You got
Diane?
it. You got it. You'll never guess who Tasty Freeze is. Boys, I would say Claire's emotional intelligence. I enjoy quite a bit. That's great.
That.
It's nice.
It's great. It's nice.
It's great. It's
great.
very
That's
nice.
nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Just driving a Toyota Camry.
nice that you know.
No. Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you that much. Got a lot of
Said
life
something
left in
so
her.
sweet. Oh boy. I started saying that, I immediately felt like bad saying it. I'm not that there's anything wrong with it, but there's a part of me that doing this, I'm like, this is so like showy. Like
I know, doesn't it?
let us tell you about our love.
But I love it.
I love your love.
I love your love
our
too.
too.
But well, I also love you both
As he's
individually.
reaching behind me for
Something to
yeah.
look back on when you're grumpy at me.
Yeah.
We're watching White Lotus right now, which is a very
Terrible
mediocre
show.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Oh, I heard
It's
it was
just like
good.
I heard it was good too, Sarah, and it's
good.
not.
I'm
just
not
really
watching
drags
this
on. There's only
Don't.
like 6 episodes, and the first 3 episodes, nothing happens.
Really?
It's trash.
I mean,
Do
we're
not
we're
watch
not done
White
it yet. We
Lotus.
still have 1 episode left, so maybe it'll be incredible.
Here's
but,
my rant. Don't watch fucking White Lotus. I've been robbed of 5 hours of my fucking life.
But Jennifer Coolidge said something, and
She's
like
incredible.
you want to, she's the fucking saving grace of that show. But she was talking about how she's like, she's single and she's tired of like, she just wants to like rip back all the layers like right away and just get to the crazy, like so they see the crazy. And we're watching the show, and he's like, I love every new layer I see, or just something like, because like moving to this place together has been like, like I am quite particular and like setting up a home together, it's different than like me coming over with a backpack. Like
Right.
Yeah.
we're setting up a home together, I'm like, Dan thought we'd be done unpacking day 2. And that was not the case.
When she moved over with a backpack, I made room in my drawers so she would have her drawers,
Yeah.
which was very
That was
sweet.
the sweetest thing.
That's
yeah.
Very
So
sweet.
I didn't. Yeah.
And now it's a year later, and instead of the drawers, what I've done is I pay half a rent of a home.
Level up, Dan.
Leveled up,
you
baby.
leveled the fuck up, man.
No, it's just one of those things. Whoever's the most particular wins, and I'm not particular at all.
Well, yeah, it's kind of about figuring out, what your things are and how you complement each other, and when you step back and when you step in.
I mean, literally just the home. I mean, just where
Yeah.
a picture goes.
Or like what drawer something should go in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things I love about Dan. I guess like fresh on the mind though is definitely like how, just like safe I feel to like, be myself. Like
Oh, that's really
I feel
nice.
very accepted and appreciated. Makes me feel very appreciated.
Oh, that's super nice.
Love that for you.
This is so cute. I love it. Let's get negative though. Let's turn it the
enough of
fuck
that.
around.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if your rants have to do with maybe what bugs you about each other.
No, our
but
rants
I'd
are
love to get
one of
into
them was
that.
about U-Haul.
Oh,
No.
let's talk
Yeah.
Well, you want to do the U-Haul rant now?
I
Should
mean,
we do
like, I
it?
would love to just slam U-Haul a bit because they
Let's
really
slam
did
them.
fuck us over.
Okay, let's do it. Who has the floor? I need to rant.
Claire.
Well, they did this to me when I was moving from Moncton. Because I had to clear my stuff out of my Moncton apartment and bring it all over to PEI a couple months ago. And they just it's like written into their business policy that they just like don't necessarily, you can make a reservation and they'll take the reservation and they just don't really guarantee that they'll have that for you.
Oh,
And
Time
you're
or
moving.
place.
And moving
or
is like,
equipment.
you don't have a lot of wiggle room with moving. It's like, this is the day you're supposed to be out of a place. This is
Yeah.
the day you're allowed into a place. You can't really fuck around with that too much.
nope.
So, yeah, they just like both times have been like, well, we don't actually have the truck you wanted. Well, we have this though. And then this time it was extra bad because we booked a large truck. We booked a 20-foot truck to be able to like just sort of not pack too well. And then last minute they tell us that they only have a 26-foot truck, which is like a semi truck. That's like a giant
Holy shit.
6 extra feet on a truck is so big.
We could have
fit in a 10-foot truck.
We had a one bedroom apartment with zero furniture, right? 2 people's clothes, a couple pieces of furniture, but no couches, and a single bed. And we moved that in a truck that could handle a 3 to 5 bedroom house.
If people were like moving
And they're
like,
like,
their
it's an
fridge and
upgrade.
washer dryer. and
Congratulations on your free upgrade to a mammoth. And we're like, we needed a donkey, not a mammoth.
It's like a way more, more on gas,
It is like unnecessary.
scarier to drive.
Oh God, that
was
must have been so
terrified.
scary.
Yeah.
Did you go over the bridge? Like that's terrifying.
Dan
Well,
was doing that. Thank
yeah.
God I was in the Matrix, but like still, I'm a very empathetic person. I could really.
Yeah. Feel for her. Wow. Scary being a hatchback by yourself. Hey, and guess what, U-Haul? I took my fucking dog inside the cab. Even though that's not against that's
they
against the
wouldn't-
rules.
Yeah, they didn't like that, or they wouldn't have liked that.
Took
They
the
didn't
dog
know.
anyway.
Yeah.
So what? He was high on Benadryl. It's none of your fucking business.
Norm.
Yeah.
I need to meet Norm.
Our other rant is like leash your dogs. Just leash your fucking dogs. I hate it so much.
It's fucking nuts. Like,
No.
no, not
Release your dogs.
Do not release your dogs.
Yeah, opposite.
Leash the
your
dog.
dogs.
Leash the dogs as much as you can. Well, he's my dog, but he's our dog. Norm is like he's like a reactive dog of sorts. So he doesn't do well with other dogs, and that's fine as long as your dog's leashed. I'll avoid you. But a lot of people have unleashed dogs.
And they're always
For whatever
like,
reason.
oh, well, they're friendly.
It's fine.
It's like, well, mine's not.
Yeah.
Mine's not. And he
Mine will
freaks the
try and
fuck out.
kill your dog.
Yeah, and like my dog will eat your
And
dog, and I'm gonna get blamed because I took care of my dog. Oh, it drives me
Right.
the fucking
It's
wall.
so it's like
That's annoying.
it's so upsetting because it's like he's doing everything he can to like keep Norm safe and to keep everyone else safe, and then like just because you think your dog is friendly and maybe like something happens, now Norm has to die.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's like
Right,
leash,
right.
leash your dog.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
drives me up the wall. Even like
really bad for that. There's like a pit in Point Pleasant where it's off leash.
Yeah.
It
But you,
really
like-
shouldn't be though.
But I'm fine with off leash areas because like
avoid that.
I don't go into parks or anything like that. That are, like if it says off leash or if it's an off leash area, fuck that. I'm not gonna go. Like I've like me and Norm went to Point Pleasant once when I first got him. Never go back again. I only walk in like leashed areas. But people don't give a fuck and they're just like, oh, my dog's cool. But then they call her back their dog and it's not. And like it fucking. The only reason my dog is still alive is because I'm as big as I am. Because I can pick him up for the most part and like take him back. The amount of times there's been like little dogs where I've like had my fucking 150-pound dog up on my shoulder freaking out. They're like they're trying to call their dog back. Oh, it drives me the fucking wall. And there was a snow day and people were like, look, my dog run around. And like I hope your dog dies. If you don't leash your dog should be dead. I'll tell you that right
That's
fucking now.
totally fair.
If you don't got control of your dog, like
Yeah.
I've only like started to realize it now because I have a reactive dog. But like I couldn't imagine being afraid of dogs and being around Halifax.
Just how many
Like
unleashed
Halifax
dogs?
has this
Yeah.
weird, wild attitude where like dogs are people. They're fucking not. They're responsibilities, but
Yeah.
they're human life. They're
Yeah.
like whatever. But like, oh my god, I fucking hate it. It's fucking
Dogs
nuts.
aren't people.
Yeah. Write this down.
That really moved Sarah.
Listen, if I didn't have power for 36 hours, I'm eating the fucking dog. You gotta understand.
Yeah, it's just it's just so upsetting. Like because like Norm is he's like by a mile, he's like the sweetest,
He seems like the
most
sweetest
wonderful
boy.
dog I've ever gotten close
What
to.
kind of dog is he?
He's an Italian Mastiff. I like to talk as if he has an Italian accent.
Yeah,
He's me.
he's a really good dog, but like he didn't have a fair start at life and everything was real bad. And like these types of dogs, you need to like socialize them early, and like he was purposely not socialized. So now he's good with his people, but it takes a second for you to become his people, and which is fine. But then when he sees other dogs come up to his people, he's like, end of day's gonna kill that out of nowhere. And sometimes he doesn't do the best job of protecting people. Yeah.
Oh, you mean because he
Can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very similar note to a human. Yeah, if you will. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to meet Norm, you can. We need like
Give us a
3
couple
hot
hours.
dogs,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
need like
some time.
6 hours of the muzzle. It'll be fine. Not you, the dog. It'll be fine.
I'm excited to meet him. He seems like a sweet
Yeah, you did. If yeah,
He's the
Welcome over,
best.
yeah,
He really is like the sweetest, like most personality, like just most precious dog. But
compatibility. What are you doing?
he
Oh, is this
shit.
Gemini Pisces shit?
But he he just had a
hope it
hard
works.
start, and
Poor guy.
like Dan, I cry. I have broke down just like thinking about it. I'll like I've just a few times on my own like thinking about like the chance at life he's had because Dan adopted him. Because Dan's right, like he's so strong. Norm is like 140 pounds and he's just like all muscle and like
He has a bite strength more than a lion.
Damn.
Fun fact about Italian Mastiffs.
That's
They're
that's
beasts.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Roman war dogs that are used to hunt boars, and now he protects our place on Merkle Street. So if you want to come in and snag a couple records, you
Not
try
gonna
for it.
happen because you got a lion apparently.
Yeah, and he'd go for your
double
gut.
lion.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
love that his tongue is always out.
Oh yeah, his tongue is fucked up.
Right,
It's
he's
too
so
long.
cute.
Yeah, he's such a goofy
We'll post a
dog.
picture of him.
Send pictures. That's all. I
Oh
can
yeah,
ask.
we'll start posting pictures.
Yeah, weon start now.
Start.
But what was? Do your
Okay,
thing.
so
What's your thing?
This was the unplanned thing. So
Unplanned thing.
I guess I planned it, but I didn't tell you guys about it. Have you guys looked into your astrology?
Absolutely not. Literally this
compatibility?
morning we
Yeah.
found out what each other were.
We just talked this morning because
Wait, can I guess?
Oh, Sarah, yeah, I guess.
I actually I did say it out loud a second ago.
I did, but I want to guess who's who. Are you
Okay.
Gemini?
That's fair.
And you're the Pisces.
and I've listened to your episode where you guys both agreed that Gemini's were your least favorite.
I'll have it be known.
Roasted.
Sarah
Thanks,
said
Clifton.
Gemini.
You son
A
of a bitch.
Gemini male.
I said Capricorns.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're both referring to males. Really, the girl versions of all the
Which
signs
is
are
funny
the
because my
best.
fiance is a Gemini, but that's okay.
You think everybody's a
him.
Gemini?
It's
Yeah.
always-
So you don't like anybody when you first meet them? Is that what I'm getting?
Men,
Vaughn was
anyway.
Gemini.
There
Who?
you go.
Fun. Andrew Run. Gemini.
Oh yeah, you said that in that
He
episode.
would
Yeah.
have been
Similar.
a couple days because you're June 11th.
When we said we would never have dated if Andrew hadn't died, it's because Dan was in love with Andrew.
I can only do one Gemini at a time.
So I did find did I fuck it up? 1 second here. I did. So this is the story behind this. I did put in your exact birth dates, like year.
Thank you,
everything,
Facebook. Right? Is that
and
where
it
you found
gave me a detailed report of your compatibility.
Okay.
And then my computer, fucking just shut down.
Just now?
I was in the middle of exporting Scott's video episode, and the
What a waste
computer
of time
just
that would be.
the computer just
Nailed it.
Got him.
Yeah. Not even here to defend himself.
the computer
Slammed.
just
No,
the
but
computer
he-
just committed suicide while exporting Scott's 2.5 hour episode.
Jesus. Well, it should have been 3.5.
Yeah,
Cut out the thing.
yeah.
Oh.
Would've
That will
loved the
never see
thing.
the light of day.
Yeah.
That will never see the light of
That
day.
was, that was a lot.
Were you here for it?
No.
I heard about it. And I heard.
Oh, you
bits and
weren't here.
pieces. I'm glad I wasn't here though, because I would have been crying. Not because they're arguing with me, but like I just cried.
Yeah, mommy, daddy are fighting.
Stop it.
Very
hated
triggering,
when-
yeah.
It was really funny when they're like, I don't even know what we're arguing about anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I hate being in the, or like, I've gotten enough.
Okay, 1 second. I do need to find exactly where I found this compatibility thing.
She's off mic now.
yeah. it's
We're
not-
carrying this. This is our podcast now.
Take it away.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Dan and Claire Hour. I'm
Actually,
Dan.
Here, let me put it on you guys.
We can just fully.
Do you want us to keep talking or do you
we'll
want
just
to
keep
edit
talking
this
about.
out?
We can just keep talking about Norm if you want.
Yeah, no, talk about Norm. Do a Norm.
Well, it is Sunday and you
Norm's-
had 2 beers.
Norms. That's true. Yeah.
Slammed.
Last week I've had this problem where I just keep getting way too hammered at every comedy show I go to here.
Claire loves Norm so much that she
I, like,
her
upset people.
her base level is talking about Norm. So like we went out for beers with Meg McKay last Sunday, and all we did was talk about dogs in a
'Cause she has
safe
got a really
environment.
great dog.
Because she's got a great dog. So we like went back and forth and talked
obsessed
about our
with her
dogs.
dogs, yeah.
And then Claire brought the dog energy to other places and was talking about dogs to people who didn't
Because Meg
care.
kept buying me beers.
Yeah.
Like,
and Michael Moses was like, I don't give a fuck about your dog.
I'm pretty good at I lose it once in a while, but like I'm pretty good at like not getting too drunk most times. But the key is that I have to be buying my own drinks.
Right.
Once that's like Meg was just like so generously, obviously kindly just buying drinks and putting them in my hand. And then I was
You're
just
like, how am I gonna say no to that? I can't say no
and then
for
I was
booze.
just blackout. Like I literally like the next morning, that was the first time in so long that
That's
I
true.
couldn't remember things.
Those are one of the first times
That
like
sounds like fun.
I mean, I'm a strong believer you got to do that every once in a while. You got to shake the edge of sketch. But like that, I would say in Christ, that was like the first time in like 13 months that Claire was like hungover, like
Oh shit.
capital H hungover, like can't
Usually
do
I just get shame overs now.
yeah.
Yeah, I get really
Yeah.
bad shame.
Oh, but I
That's-
like and then I
feel that.
still had the shame over this last time, but it was even worse because I genuinely couldn't remember things.
Yeah.
You're June 11th, right?
12th.
Fuck me.
Uh-oh.
It's close
It's
then.
all it's all or nothing.
June, right? And
definitely
birth-
close.
1990?
1990.
And you're 92 or
97.
92.
97.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What? I'm doing stand up for the first time tonight.
I thought you were young and hot.
No.
Okay. So
old
this
enough.
is like a detailed like there's
Yeah.
your love.
Wow. Look at that
There's-
circle.
There's your love right
I
there.
can't see.
Oh, look at that circle.
Well, there it is. Oh, there's lots of lines and stuff.
Oh
in
yeah.
there,
So
yeah.
you can clearly see if we are or not.
So this will go into like let's see what we have here. Pure sexual attraction can unite the couple.
Wow.
Started
They
it.
feel as if they have an ideal partner. They will be energetic, full of life, and can undertake things together on a professional level or travel together on adventures and unpredictable journeys.
This is literally this is what we've been talking about. What's the
This
negative
is literally
part?
your
Give
guys'
us-
relationship.
yeah, give us a heads up
Respect,
here. I mean,
Yeah.
I
respect each
don't-
other's
You already
goals and
know.
drives. Don't stand in the way of their attempts to achieve their goals. Body rhythms match well.
What does that
they-
mean? Is that a sex thing?
That sounds like,
it
a
might
sex
be
thing.
a sex thing.
But they might be a spirit thing. I don't know.
They share a
I mean-
basic physical bond that's hard to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
These are all
Yeah.
positive. Here's a challenging one. They can bring difficulties to the union. Although difficult, it's an aspect that is often found in long-term couples. Over the long term, it can be very difficult for. Ooh, what's it saying? Venus. Oh. To feel natural and comfortable. Oh, wait, I don't know what's going on here, Sarah. It's talking about planets.
Oh. Yeah, that can happen.
So wait, who's Venus?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
Wait, well, no.
Who's
I mean,
Saturn?
I think this is assuming that we're a man and a woman, right? Because Venus is
a woman.
No, 'cause
women.
basically, like,
Women
all
come from
signs
Venus
have their
and-
own, like, planets and stuff like that, and the planets all kind of, like, take over one side of your personality and stuff like that.
right. So this has nothing to do with that book from the 90s about how women are from
And I
Venus
wish.
and
That
men
was
are from.
such a
Oh,
good
it's Mars
book.
anyway. I think that said Mercury.
Here's another thing. Their relationship can sometimes be agreeable, sometimes disturbed. They tend to like to share their
I do love
ideas.
the Disturb. Down with the sickness.
Oh, like the
I've
band,
always said
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Great band.
That
Wah,
Come on, get down with the sickness.
It does
Oh
keep
my
getting me
gosh.
sick.
See here. They tend to like to share their ideas that are not always to the other's taste, so that they may have interminable discussions in order to convince each other of their mistakes, lack of judgment, or lack of taste. It is best to be aware of this bickering tendency to overcome it, as it can slowly eat away at a relationship.
It is
You know,
best to
it'll
be
be fine,
aware
though,
of
don't
this.
Yeah, as much as I
bickering
trust that, I
tendency.
trust Claire's therapist the most. You know what I mean? Like I have,
Well, the fact
I have
that
a
you even
therapist
have
through
one.
by proxy,
Yeah.
and
You do.
it seems like everything's going okay.
She's pretty great.
Yeah, she's pretty
Love
great.
her.
Yeah. You know, you really win as a boyfriend when your girlfriend's like, you know what? I don't even know what I'm going to talk about at therapy this week. And the
What does
last
it say?
week you only did unpacking and moving. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Passionate love, but perhaps too much so.
Passionate
Love, but perhaps too much so, with jealousy and possessiveness.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true.
See, although your goals and approach to life can be appealing and intriguing at first, over time there can be some difficulty finding things in common. This relationship requires that you give one another space and freedom to explore your lives in your own way.
Yeah.
That's fair, but also stand-up comedy is such a big hobby that I guess it's not a hobby, it's a career.
Yeah, maybe for you.
Yeah, all right. All right.
You're like, hobby, what?
Yeah.
That's my
Only
job.
one of us applied for
this
employment
explains a
insurance.
lot. Yeah.
I see what you're doing now with your little bits there.
Yeah, there's some stuff there. You can
There's
look it
some
up.
stuff.
You can
Yeah.
look it up. But there's also lots of positive things too. So
It sounded very,
Yeah, it
very
usually
positive.
just like goes with negative stuff, then it's like, okay, actually, you guys are very compatible. Pisces and Geminis are actually super compatible.
They are.
You just knew that off the
because
top of
we're
your
both
head?
bullshit. Just kidding.
You just knew that off the top of your head?
We're sensitive about how
Wow.
much you guys
Yeah.
don't like Gemini.
I respect that.
I just find it crazy that Dan's a Pisces.
I also do. I didn't know
I
that
would love. Dan, do you
until
know what
this
time you were
morning.
born?
Oh, do you know what? I already
I
asked
don't
my
either.
mom one time and I wouldn't do it again. Because I like, what are their sun sign?
Did you find out your birth chart?
Oh, yeah. I did know it. Yeah. I knew
I
it one
like how
time.
you look behind you like you might have
No.
He's like hiding his birth
His
time.
birth chart briefcase he's got with
You
him.
remember back when I was arguably a playboy or a fuckboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that out one night when I was talking to somebody.
Is it because you're a Capricorn?
No,
I don't know.
Rising,
actually.
he's-
Capricorn?
You know
Pisces
what?
sun. Pisces sun.
Yeah.
But like I know I don't know. I don't trust any of that stuff, to be honest with you. But every time I read Pisces stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like I'm not proud of it. It's not like the cool
like,
parts of me
yeah.
by any
I could
means.
see you being
But like
Pisces, yeah.
I'm pretty like for the most part, I'm very content with being alone, and I'm quite moody and sooky.
Yeah.
So that seems like mostly Pisces.
I would just be curious about his rising now.
Yeah.
I think it was
mean,
early in the morning
you're
if
a
I had to guess.
Pisces-
but-
Early in the-
Yeah.
That's the thing. You gotta know
He's
the
a
exact
morning
time.
person.
You can't go with early morning. We need down to the minute birth times.
Text my
You're
mom
probably
again.
either an Aquarius or Capricorn.
I would also love to see Claire's because I feel like there's a strong Virgo presence, maybe.
Yes.
But that's good because Virgo women are great. Virgo men suck.
Yeah.
Except for you,
And
Martin
also-
Edwards. You're great.
Gemini women are great.
Oh, he's for sure listening. Being like,
Martin Edwards is the only good
Petey
Virgo
boy.
man.
with his birth chart in front of him.
He's like,
Yeah.
I think that's me they're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even think they write down the time of birth in Cape Breton. They just like, oh, sun was about here.
Yeah.
Halfway up, you were here,
Possible to
bud.
know it was cloudy that day.
You didn't get a full day's work in that day, I tell you that, what, bud? Half day at best, bye.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I can't remember at all when I
I
was
feel like time doesn't exist in Toronto. They're just like, it's morning, just go.
well, I'm not from Toronto. I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta.
Oh, I feel like it's the same there too. It's morning, just go.
Yeah,
It's nighttime, come back. What are you doing?
Pisces and Gemini, wild. Unheard of.
We deserve love as
Unstoppable.
well. Is that true? I don't know. I text my mom what time I was born. She'll get back to me.
How do you guys fight? Do you fight good together? What tends to lead to a fight?
I get upset
Ooh, here we
when we have sharp words, and then what we talked about with Dan avoiding it, and then that's when I don't know. That's when I get upset, I guess.
Oh, like when he speaks out
We
of turn?
don't really fight. No. It's like when
We haven't we had never had a screaming match or anything like
Oh,
that.
that's good.
Never like throwing a teapot against a wall by any means, but
Well, that's good.
yeah, right.
Let's not jinx that.
We've never hit each other. It's great.
Oh,
It's
good.
great. It's lovely. We're perfect.
Just checking.
in
I'll check in with you
retrospect,
guys in a couple months.
Yeah.
in retrospect, I regret how quickly I came in with an answer for how do we fight. But I was like, well, I get upset.
Yeah, that's true,
Actually.
though.
But
Do
yeah.
you fight well together? Like, I know that sounds weird to say, fight well.
No, we do
but-
actually though. I think I
But-
like because like when like Dan is like when I've told him that I'm upset, he'll be very quick to be like, no, I know it's because of this and this and this.
Empathetic Pisces.
I usually, for the most part, I know what I did wrong
Right.
on my end, anyway.
Do you fix it?
I try to, but I need some sulking time for sure. I need a good morning to do with it, usually for the most part. Yeah. You just got, just a little rebound period.
No, I do think that we fight very productively at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like last winter was super difficult because I'm a very like seasonally affected person as it is.
Yeah.
And I think, most people are.
Yeah.
But like I definitely
Your first PEI winter is a pretty real winter.
I mean like I am from a very wintry place as well. So like that's
But also from Claire's point of view, where like she moved away from Toronto, all of her friends, even if they were in lockdown, and then she moved to Moncton, where she was going to have her own place for the first time, which is a big deal.
was very
And then
excited.
immediately that was ripped away from her, and then she was living with her brand new boyfriend, and then two people who are extremely sweet, but people she did not sign up to live with by any means.
I really
And
our
then to be
roommates I
like-
adore, but like we had
Yeah.
a different
Complete strangers until that point. Like she just like moved
Yeah.
in with them right away, and then like she didn't have a car, which you need in PEI, and we had to like get
Yes.
her car and like get that together, and then also like to find a job. Like it was like a fucking extremely taxing time.
I worked at a place that it was like essentially, I mean, it's a I don't want to say too much about it actually, but like I worked at a place that
What's
lots
up,
of great
Brandon?
people, but yeah, I met a couple of really wonderful people, met a lot of really great people, but it just like it was like I was there, and a lot of the time I feel like I was just sort of like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
Right.
what am I doing? Like, this isn't, but because it was a real mind fuck being in PEI where everything was like open and happening and life was normal. And I'm living this like insane, lonely, like, doing a job that I didn't have any passion for at all. And then, I knew logically that I couldn't go back to Toronto or any Edmonton or anywhere, and it wouldn't be like that if I did, like things were locked down or like just life was more restricted. But it was just like to be around people that were so unaffected by the pandemic, and
Right.
I just felt like this loser that was like I didn't have, because everyone
That's wild.
I had a
Isolating.
really hard time.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a really difficult, sad, lonely winter.
Oof.
It was a really, really challenging start of a relationship.
Especially because like
can
even like
imagine.
I'm gone. Like I had at that time in my job was like I signed up in my job to like just be full bore. I didn't realize Claire was coming at the time when I signed up for this job or whatever. So I was working like 40 to 45 hours, 45 minutes away. So I was gone for like a good portion of the day. And when I got home, I wasn't always the best person in the world
be
to
tired.
be around with. Just like
Cranky. Yeah,
tired
of
and
course.
frustrated, or a lot of times drunk.
Yeah.
And but like just coming home, so that's a wild energy to be like home alone all day in like suburban PEI, and you're just stuck at home with a crazy dog and then waiting for a bear to come home. Like it's a different
Yeah.
it's a weird vibe.
It was.
But it's almost like your move to Halifax now is like a little fresh start because it's just you two.
Yeah.
It's just us and Norm in the place.
You're in a city where there's lots of comedy.
There's lots of comedy,
Yeah.
and even just the neighborhood we're in, there's lots of stuff. Like there's just like,
I'm
it's
very
so-
excited
I'm
for
so
this.
happy, and it's like I was talking about your things earlier. Like
Yeah.
we're unpacking, and I'm like, for the first time in so long, I'm in a space surrounded by like my belongings, which is I do feel. I mean, like, you know, that shouldn't be everything, and it's not, but like there is a comfort there. Like,
It's a home.
yeah, it's everything. It's all familiar. It feels like I'm home for the first time in a long time.
Aww.
It's really wonderful.
They made both of Sarah's sad, Claire. Great job.
Fuck.
Sad.
Happy.
Yeah, that's a happy thing.
That's a very happy
This
thing.
is sorry. I'm the emotionally intelligent one. He can't read it.
Oh, women make noise. Must be sad. Do dance. Make happy women.
What do you sound like just now?
My inner dialogue.
Caveman or something?
Yeah,
I don't
a lot of
know.
clapping and
Yeah, yeah.
yelling. Yeah.
You ever see me do comedy? It's
That's
pretty much that. I'm
Many
screaming up
times.
being an uncle here in a minute. I'll do German Shepherd if you're that sad.
German Shepherd?
That's his close.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
It's been
oh.
my closer for 5 years.
Wait, I know I probably know
It's one of
it.
my impressions.
Don't make him do his
I'm
material.
not
on
gonna
his
do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
podcast.
we're gonna do that.
It's actually incredible. That's
And it's
you.
on his album, right?
Yeah. Oh wow. Thanks for
You can hear.
Oh, thanks for
German
checking out.
Shepherd
Well,
impression.
Thanks for checking out Last Call.
I have an idea for a lightning round thing that we can do at the end. But before we get to that, please plug both of your comedy albums.
For sure.
That are so amazing.
I don't think we've done Unpopular Opinion though. I'm sorry to be a super fan. I'm sorry to be a super fan.
Real super fanning out over here.
This
Gonna pump these
Pandy.
brakes.
oh my god, you're hosting my show better than me. I totally forgot about Unpopular
Genuinely
Opinion.
a fan of this podcast.
One more segment.
Like we were.
I don't mean to
planning
stop the
this.
clock. I was born at 10:13 a.m.
You texted your mom?
Yeah, mom had it right away.
We were
10:13 a.m.
get it. But we were planning like the time for this, and I was like, and producer Sarah will be there. Like I'm just like such a super fan.
Well, on my episode, I came in here and then like was just
He was like, "Where's
traditional
other
Sarah.
Sarah?"
Like, where's other Sarah? I was kind of looking
Yeah,
forward to this.
Sarah was eating dinner, I think.
Yeah.
She was that
I
night,
did get
but-
a great joy at the Good Robot show, seeing like Sarah was at the bar and then you were also there. I'm like, that's producer Sarah.
There she is again. Just in the crowd.
Yeah, it's like I thought her hair would be darker.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So should we do? Let's actually do Unpopular Opinion.
Wait, what is my
rising?
rising sign?
I'm gonna get to it.
All right.
But I don't want. I also don't want to
I bet you
forget.
$10 is
Can you look it
Capricorn.
up while we're doing Unpopular Opinion? So it's
Yeah.
March 16th, 1992,
10:13 a.m.
10:13 a.m. What was your
Can I
town?
text my mom?
My town?
Yeah.
Charlottetown.
Okay. Unpopular Opinion. Don't hate me for this, but it's time for an unpopular opinion.
My unpopular opinion is that Toronto is a wonderful city and a nice place to live.
Oh, you actually like that?
Of course.
I agree with you.
I
Yeah?
love Toronto
My
so
sister
much.
Yeah?
Dan does not.
Really?
I've gone a couple times for like a week at a time for comedy, and every time I've left, I've been like, I'm
It's a
glad I
lot.
don't live there. It is a lot, and like I know it is a good place. It's like one of the greatest cities in the entire world. Every time I just go there, I'm like, I don't know if this place is for me
I
specifically.
feel like I'd have a hard time living there because I have social anxiety, so like being
It's a
around
lot of
that many
people.
people is a lot. But everyone there's really friendly. They're in a rush, but they're really friendly, and like I love it there.
I do love. Oh, sorry. I do love city. When I said sorry, I meant shut the fuck up. I love city mentality way better than like town mentality because like I feel so much safer in Halifax than I do in Charlottetown.
Oh,
in Charlottetown, there's this weird vibe that like at any moment, buddy might punch you in the face.
Yeah.
In Halifax, I feel like you get a couple minutes of goofing. Like I talk to so many more strangers in Halifax than I do in Charlottetown.
I think it's a Chris Robinson joke. He's a comic from Toronto that it's like if you're in the suburbs walking at night and you see someone walking and they don't have a dog, they're gonna murder you.
Oh,
Like it's like
terrifying.
smaller places you just feel so much more vulnerable because like there's that in Toronto I just always felt safe because there's like that like you're safe the safety in numbers thing.
You're engulfed with people. Yeah.
I felt so much safer in Toronto than I ever did in Edmonton.
I think if I was going to move anywhere, it'd be there.
It's
If I'm
but
thinking
and this is the
long
thing.
term,
But that's kind of the
where,
thing.
It's an
where would I
amazing
go?
city to live.
Yeah.
It's such a good place to live.
Yeah.
It's so like neighborhood based. So I've never
Yeah.
felt like in like a more tight knit community anywhere than I have in Toronto because like people
little
at
neighborhoods
a
everywhere.
glance you're like, oh, it's big, it's busy, there's so many people, but like where I lived in Toronto, I've never lived closer to everything I needed. Like, you know, I was so close to a grocery store and I can't think of other
that's
things that you
interesting to
need
know.
right now. Yeah, you're always close to a grocery store, a coffee shop, a liquor store, like a restaurant, a
three.
bar, transit. You can get everywhere.
Cafes,
Yeah.
restaurants all around.
Yeah.
Do you think about moving?
Yeah, I mean, I think if I want to be in podcasting, that would probably be the natural place to go with all the comedy
Really? I didn't know
podcast
that.
networks that are there.
Yeah. You're
That is interesting.
That would be
yeah.
my goal would be to work for like a comedy podcast network.
That's cool.
You create the comedy podcast network.
It's a lot of work, Dan.
Mama's the
is.
boss.
That's what that's one of I gotta say, Vaughn and I talked about doing something.
Recently? It's quick. You gotta be quick.
I gotta say,
Lord
Vaughn
knows he wasn't.
Vaughn did not come through for me last night. I was like, "Can you give me some good luck, buddy?"
Oh no.
He
Not
hates
tonight.
Christmas. Yeah.
Oh.
Vaughn and I talked about making like a little comedy podcast network with
Yeah.
just like the local podcasts.
Yeah.
And then he went and died. And I did a logo up and I called it the Big Cat Comedy Network. And I made a logo and everything. So
And it killed him. And it killed him.
he's not here anymore.
That was.
And now I have to do double the work because he's not here. But yeah, no, I would want to move there. What's your unpopular opinion, Dan? You got one?
Oh my god. This was his idea. Well, his unpopular opinion was going to be that Toronto is not a nice place.
Oh,
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
his new unpopular opinion was that he likes to leave clothes on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, I need like my own little space to be messy.
And
Yes.
we've created this for him in our new place.
And honestly, me and Claire have switched sides of the bed. So that way my side of the bed is the side against the other wall. So I can have
can't see it.
I can have about 18 inches
You
by
mustn't go
about
over
5
there.
feet that are just a fucking scene.
It's just a pile of clothes.
Just a pile of clothes. And I love it so much.
But
it means so much
it's
to me.
messy, but you know where everything is.
I know where
I
everything
mean,
is.
it's just all on the floor.
It's all, and I only wear black, so it's all just this black
he
mass.
He doesn't know where anything is. He doesn't know where anything is. Literally, you ask me 7
Because you
or 8
put
times a
everything
day.
away. I don't know where anything is because you put everything where it is. It doesn't matter. I need a little bit of
what
messy.
things are.
You do.
Sarah, what's my rising sign?
Wait, before we get into Rising Sign, I have an idea. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, Sarah. Yeah, what is it?
I think it's Aries.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that'd be good. God of War.
Because
Tough
it looks
shit.
like your sun is in Pisces, your moon is in Cancer, and your rising is Aries.
Oh, Cancer Moon. That's emotional as
Do we have
fuck.
thoughts on this or
Cancer's
emotional?
the most emotional sign, right? Would you say?
Cancer?
Yeah.
Cancer and Pisces, yeah.
Dan was
Yeah.
trying to tell me today that he cries more than I do.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
I think
He
I-
does not.
Yeah, we were just hanging a piece of art and it said like, I cry every day because life is short. And then I was like, oh, that suits you because you cry a lot. And she's like, I don't cry a lot.
I'm
But-
like, so I cried this morning and yesterday morning. Like that's not.
What
I-
triggers the I always wonder what type of crier someone is. Producer Sarah's an angry crier.
I'm also a sad cry. I'm also a happy cry. I cry a lot.
Yeah, it's
But I-
hard for me to say. I can't
But,
really
like-
pinpoint it.
Or like
I'm like
frustrated crier.
I'm like an emotional crier. Like, I guess, well, that covers everything. But like if something's very sentimental or like sports will make me cry a lot. Big time.
Yeah,
I cry all the time with
Oh, a
sports.
sports movie, like
Oh, big time. Impassionate. Young
like
men
an
taking
underdog
charge of their
team
future.
wins the game. Kind
Anything,
of
or even like I'll like on TikTok, I'll watch like old basketball highlights. I'll cry all the time. But like I find like a TikTok makes me cry a lot because there's like so many different things. Like I cried twice today because of TikTok. One was
TikTok.
One was like an old Raptors highlight, and then one was like a daughter who got to see her dad for the first time out of prison in a long
Dad
time. Like
hugs
boom,
get me.
cry. And like, but like I'm quick at the cry for the most part. Life wise, not a real big crier.
no, yeah, like for me, it's like stories of friendship. I feel like that's what really gets me.
Yeah.
Aw. You should dive into animal shelter.
Oh no,
TikTok.
yeah, you know I do. Yeah, big
Because-
time.
because-
The
Oh,
dodo.
he's swimming in it.
But
The dodo
also-
is what I do is like you'll find an old pit bull down by the ditch and then they take care of it and it grows its hair back. I'll lose my mind and then I'll start crying about dogs getting rescued and then I'll forget about my rescue dog in the living room. Like I'm like, all right, yeah, no, I did this. I can go hang out with them right now. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch these other dogs first and
I also
cry.
love-
And then I just run into the room and I hug him and I'm crying on him and he's like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
My favorite thing is when people take in feral cats that aren't trusting of humans.
yeah.
And then you
They
see
win their
the
trust.
journey, and it's just like she came out and let me pet her, and I'm just like, ah! Like it's just, animal stuff.
who's the
animal
cat, Sarah?
rescue
You know
is
what I
my
mean?
like. I could
Who's the
probably
cat?
think about an injured cat right now and start crying because I
love animals, but
do too.
that stuff doesn't do
Really?
it for me.
Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, like, but I'll like it, like a good song about like friends or something. Like, I'll just like,
so it's friendship stuff that gets you.
friendship stuff gets me.
I find with like female Geminis, you guys are very friendship oriented.
Jade's
Like, yeah, just like Jade like loves her friends, like her favorite people. Like we are her family, and she's
Yeah.
very loyal. And she's like, I'll do anything for you guys.
Like there's this
Love
song by a band from Edmonton that's just about like going for a bike ride with his best friend or whatever. It literally like I will just like break down.
Claire is very much a friend person. You talk about your friends way more than I talk about my friends.
Well, because we see your friends all the time. My friends
Yeah,
are
and
all
I'm
in
done
other
talking
cities.
about them. Yeah. We don't need to talk about them. We just saw Spencer Ray the other day. Yeah.
Friends are important.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do a little Tinder takeover?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
yeah,
you
fuck
guys
yeah.
are in a relationship
No Bumble, eh?
now?
Oh,
How
I
far?
knew that.
How
yeah.
long has this been?
I'm not a Bumble
This,
girl.
this has been
I'm
like
not a
25
Bumble
minutes,
babe.
right?
We're at
We're at-
we're
It's
at 2
7:30
hours
now.
What's
So,
that?
We're
it's
still
like
going to
2
make
hours.
foggy funnies, though, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
7:21.
Dan Hendrickson's got to be there.
Hendricken.
Microphone.
I feel like such a bitch.
That's fine.
I literally always spell your name right.
I know, and you know
I
what?
don't understand what the fuck got into me that
That was the
day.
only thing that
showed
took
me
me
that
aback.
poster. He showed me that poster and was like, Look
I
at
also
this.
loved it
Look at
'cause
this.
the initial
I couldn't
poster
find
I
it. I
sent-
couldn't find the mistake.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Look at this bullshit. And she's like, no, Claire, no I. Good there.
because I did actually. There was a poster I think for the New Glasgow show.
Oh.
Wayne sent me the poster and I corrected your name spelling on
Got you, mama.
it. Yeah,
Got ya.
I don't remember what he wrote, but
Last night at Yucks.
Oh, we're
I
on
think
the
it was
show
McLennan
together on
or something.
Friday. It's going to be so much fun.
Are you guys staying the night there?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have the choice. I can either stay the night or go home with Albert that night because he's driving home that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the only reason I would stay is if you guys are partying after. But if you're not planning
think so.
on partying, I'm going home.
I
Right.
think we're gonna party, but we're gonna take our own rig. So I want to go a little later because like Norm's gonna spend the night by himself. So I'd like rather like leave late and then show home early.
I thought we were gonna try and bring Norm to the hotel.
We could do that too.
Leave late. You mean like you'll just be arriving for the show?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
Well, let's
I'll let you know.
Let's
Not
figure it
podcast.
here on air.
I'm sharing a room with Adrian. Cut this out, Sarah. I don't want Adrian to think that I'm bashing her, but I'm sharing a room with Adrian, and she goes to bed at like 10. And I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah.
I
You
don't
can hang
wanna,
with us.
like do I just sneak back? I don't know. I don't want to wake her if I go in late. I
I feel like it's fine. I feel like Adrian.
I also
drinks,
just
right?
wish I could have my own room because that would be so fun.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it would be for me to get my own room
You should start
because I'd consider paying for it.
dating.
It would
well,
honestly be super cheap.
Just start dating a
Hotels are
comedian.
Yeah.
super cheap.
do it. It's
That's what
easy.
Dan did to get his way.
I've
Things.
tried.
He had to start dating a big shot.
Okay.
Oh, with the SoundCloud.
Do we want Hinge or do we want Tinder?
No, it's Tinder.
Okay.
Is it? Do you
I
find
was
a
gonna say
difference? It's like
Hinge.
does Hinge go older?
Does Hinge go older? Both of them go
Scott.
however old you want.
Okay, we have it.
It's weird that he took a picture of himself in the car with his seatbelt
Okay, wait,
on.
but
I
first
feel
of
like
all-
that's a take your seatbelt off.
First of all, I
picture
want to
for
see your
sure.
profile. Is that okay?
Yes. I feel like
Wow,
my
professional
profile.
headshot.
Only 63% complete.
Wow.
Well, my
Is that your Tinder profile or your personality?
So I feel very conflicted. I was like
Got
really
burned on that,
hidden
yeah.
about.
I didn't get anything on that.
I didn't hear what you said.
I have a lot of professional
63%?
pictures.
Is that your personality or your Tinder profile?
This is a great pick, but I always felt really
Great pick.
conflicted about
comedy stuff?
Studio.
I
ones?
never
Yeah.
put comment. I hid that I was a comedian because I just feel like it opens up a horribly boring line of questions.
It opens up horribly.
With terrible jokes. from
But
people
Sarah also
being
has like a couple hundred hours of her talking online. It's not like you can hide it.
It's true.
It's out there.
I
Next
said
picture. Let's go. Come
I'm
on.
sorry. I'm reading her bio. You piece of shit.
That's your first mistake. You look at the face and body and you move on. Dude rules.
I also like my
Okay.
first picture because it is a full body shot.
Great bio.
What's it say?
Great anthem.
I don't like my bio that much.
Podcast producer by day and amateur sneaky guy at night. Music lover,
Wow.
extrovert, overshare, and animal lover. Dancing on my own.
Can you say that again? Amateur. What
Amateur
those three?
stand-up comedian by night.
Oh, okay.
Daddy can read. Doesn't forget it.
Because it very much sounded like amateur.
Richard made the point that if I have comedian in my bio, I should have a funnier bio.
What does Richard know? He does stand-up once a month.
Oh shit!
Although I don't
We're
think
at the end of the episode.
I don't think he submitted to fucking Winnipeg, and I'm gonna live it.
Oh no,
I don't know. He didn't follow up. I love that mural at
Yeah, at El Chino's.
El Chino's. Yeah,
Sarah, these are fire pictures.
these are great.
But none of them are like with friends. And I feel like I need like a casual like shot with friends.
It's always weird to have one picture with friends being like, and look, other people. Look.
I
friends.
don't think
I'm
that
not
you,
weird.
Obvious.
I got buds.
I don't think you
worry
have to
about it.
have because I mean,
the Blazer one is like I'm a sex comic. Like look.
Yeah. But I think that the
I tell
fact
cum
that
jokes.
I think the fact that
I've seen
like
Nikki Glazer.
you only have a couple selfies.
Yeah.
So
Keep going, I
I think
gotta
the rest, like the rest being like taken by other people implies that you have friends.
Okay. Okay.
That's my thought anyway.
Another garlic.
That makes me feel better.
I don't remember how to leave your profile now.
Okay. Ooh.
Report Sarah. Is
Can you imagine if
that right?
Can you imagine if I reported myself?
you report yourself? Wait, no.
I think you just.
Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah.
I think you just
Help me.
do this. Now we're back to
Okay,
this guy's hot.
this guy's fine. Oh, sorry.
No! No! Claire! What are you doing? Shake it! Shake it! Shake it! Does it? No!
I'm so sorry.
How much for a rewind?
What do you mean?
$79.
What? I'm so sorry.
This is why we don't let people in relationships use Tinder.
No, you need to teach me.
Do not go.
You don't want to write on this guy? Oh, he's got a real weird smile though.
I'm not.
How do I just want to expand on the profile.
Oh, press the info button. Press the little eye. There we go. There we go. Claire left swiped on a hottie.
I did by accident.
Like an
I didn't
amateur.
mean to.
What do you look like? What kind of hot?
He was that first guy. He was the first guy.
Scott.
Ah,
Scott was not a
Scott, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Undo his seatbelt for a picture. Fuck him.
Nerd.
You're nerd.
Yeah, but this guy we can go left on, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? You're gonna okay him? He looks like a poor man's Eric Johnson.
See this guy.
Look at that pic. Oh, let mama have the meat.
This guy. See all
he
selfies.
seems like a nice guy, but
all
no.
selfies. I'm like, he doesn't have friends. Oh no, he has one picture that somebody else took, but
But he
his
asked him
jacket
to.
doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong button.
I'm a
Nick
no.
seems like a nice.
I'm a no.
Oh,
You're
he's
a
got
no?
a blood. Never mind.
Oh, a big
No.
Got it, got it.
no.
He's a Navy guy. He's
Oh,
never
he's-
around.
What is this crazy bio?
He's a traveler, a drummer, a coach,
5'10", 235.
and passionate lover.
Nah, fuck that.
I
That's a
don't
weird
believe
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so and the last one is passionate lover in the first paragraph. Last word and kinky in the second paragraph.
No, fuck him. That's a weird guy.
I don't like him.
Nah.
I'm not perfect. I'm just awesome.
Nothing against him, how he looks or how
Ooh,
he talks, but
I
when you
love
put them
this.
together, it's not right.
Not a priest, can't save ya. Not a mechanic, can't fix ya.
What the
What
fuck?
is he? What is he?
Just a regular
What does
man.
it say?
Clearly, he's a no.
Yeah.
Joseph. What does that blue
can't
part
even
mean? Does
see
that mean
his
he's super like Jay?
Yes.
Oh shit! You gotta like this guy's down
Oh.
to clown.
Okay,
Loves
he's
that
like,
hat.
yeah, he's really into the hats.
So he's bald.
Yeah, he's bald.
It's pretty clear.
Looking to find a real one, and he thinks. I think
athletic,
he.
drama
Yeah.
free. I
As
don't know. I think
opposed to
that's
what?
bold.
The sex dolls?
Are we going with a yes
But like
on
his
this?
face looks airbrushed there. I mean, I feel like you could go for it. It's a super like, and he's not like repulsive.
Go scroll through the pictures again.
Oops,
Shit.
you missed a match.
It was probably that hottie.
Oh no.
Probably that hottie.
We also did scroll on a couple of duds.
I mean, give
Do
him
you
a
got
right.
Tinder gold?
Give him a right. Give him a right. Fuck it. I gotta be less picky.
No, yeah. You shoot or shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
It's a
Loves that.
match.
Okay.
Swish, nothing but net.
It's a match.
Do you have Tinder Gold? Do you have to pay for it? Oh. Do you know what? That was
How
one of
do
the
I get
best
out of
things I
here
did
now?
for
Oh,
myself.
it wants
I
us
feel
to.
like it
Should
would
I say
be-
something?
No. I don't think you say anything.
Where'd you get that hat?
Yeah, exactly.
You big BJ guy, aka
Oh,
Blue
open
Jay.
marriage. We have our first open marriage.
This guy's in an open marriage,
I get,
looking for a
oh
friend to
man, I
spend
bet you
time
mid
with.
30s. There's a lot of this.
I'm
Yes.
sure you are,
Yeah.
pal. Sure you
I
are.
love that it's the same picture,
Oh,
but
and he's
slightly different.
bisexual.
Open marriage
Oh.
can't
I
be
would
bothered to
not.
close the mouth.
I would not have expected he'd be bi.
I would not expect that either.
He looks like a bi, but he doesn't look bi.
yeah. He's
He looks like the eyes
B
to bi who
apostrophe
builds the
Y.
boat.
Yeah,
He does.
going X on that, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's cute. Short though.
How do you know?
Oh,
You can just tell.
You're a real tight
can you
smile.
tell? Oh, I don't mind this.
What's with the seatbelt pictures, boys?
Super like's already on
Hey,
it.
how are you doing?
Is
yeah.
there any bio?
No.
Josh seems great. He looks like my old buddy Steve.
I mean, give him a like anyways because he's decent looking.
Yeah, he's gonna be short.
Those are some intense blue eyes. Fuck it, why not?
he's a
Oh
bitch.
god, must be nice
He's a
being a woman
bitch.
on Tinder, eh? Just getting matches. Oh my god, that's why I got last time I was on Tinder, I got the gold. That way I didn't have to spend time swiping. I could just see who liked
Here,
me.
you go for it.
It's just
boy,
like
oh boy, that
less
made
of
me
a
want to
waste
get
of
off Tinder.
time.
Oh yeah, no, I saved how much time. Man, love to travel, visit different places. I'm into short-term relationships.
Oh.
Fuck yourself. Jeremy, sports, gamer, outdoors.
fast Dan is
hiking,
at it. This
grab a
does
drink.
eyebrow work.
Yeah, they look tight. He definitely cleans
Ooh,
up the middle.
a welder.
Can't be bothered. Welders
Dan,
a great
scroll
job.
through.
Oh.
Oh, love that. That's a good.
Yeah,
he
he's
bought the
cute.
costume. I'd much rather it if he because you can see the lines where he got it out of the packaging. If he built it himself, but he seems nice.
What was the costume?
It was
Give a-
KFC.
Give a right.
Oh yeah, no, he's getting it right. But like we're just look, he's a tradie, but he's also kind enough to wear
He's
a pink
quirky.
umbrella.
Sarah,
He's
you
fun
come,
enough.
come over here and
Yeah,
watch
I love
if
this.
you want.
Sarah's
Hair,
just like,
hair looks fine. Hairline looks fine. Like
oh yeah, that's good hairline.
that's fine.
It's not bad.
Oh no, but I mean, like he just like look at me. I haven't lost an inch of hair. It's just forehead.
See, and I want to clarify. Like,
I don't like that. I do not like that, Jeremy. Get rid of that, buddy. Buddy, last pick's a mistake. I'll tell you right now, last pick,
Oh no! Oh no!
No, Dan, no.
questionable.
Dan!
Are you
Stop
cool if I do
it.
that? I'll stop if you want me
Is
to.
it, from a guy's perspective, would you want to hear that?
Nah, that last pick ain't doing it for me, babe. What about that?
No. none of
Okay,
that.
fine.
We let them come to us.
Yeah. Mama fishes through traps.
Just X that out. That's just an ad.
Ryan, a little bit of
I just
everything.
want to say like
IKEA furniture measure, food, everything
shorter
you do.
or bald. Like these are things like we're calling guys out for being this. And it's
You are.
no you right away were like bald, but
Nothing wrong with being bald. You like Ryan or not? He looks like an old hockey player.
yeah, I like that.
I ain't nothing wrong with that. 39. That's a good age.
I just want to say
You gotta do it.
I don't think
Sweater weather. I love that song.
I've been very attractive.
God damn, Sarah, it's good.
Sorry, I've been
Mama's
very,
got a lure out.
I've been very attracted to both short and bald men. But you gotta own it. You can't be trying to hide it.
Yes,
you know?
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Live life out loud.
Like I don't want like
I'm not crazy about Nathan. You know what I mean? Like that's a hot, steamy pick. But like no bio, buddy, you're not that much of a catch.
Yeah.
Get out of town.
If you go no bio, you go.
Oh! Starts fires for a living. I'm not crazy. Like
Terrible
is this
name.
as your intro? As your intro, bold move. Oh, he makes metal flowers. Look at that.
I don't trust him.
Double down on the bicep pick.
Oh.
I don't know with this guy.
what?
Django Unshaked. I'm not about it. I'm pretty confident in this. Yikes.
I like him. him.
Tim.
I like him.
He looks professional. I'll tell you what. That's not the best picture of him, but that's in a professional scenario. Just looking to meet new people. Love my two
I hate
cats,
him. I hate him
everyone's
now.
dog, and terrible movies. All right.
What's his other picture?
That's one of his cats. He's giving me Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
Oh, no, buddy. You only got 3 pictures. You can't be doing one just
No.
straight cat.
No pictures, just stray cat.
Oh, I respect your decision,
I like
even if
this
it's
guy.
a no, except same from you. Besides, I'm fun-loving, who enjoys coaching. All right. I like this bio. Seems
What-
good.
his
Enjoys
bio's-
who enjoys cooking, hiking, soccer, and of course science. I'm an oceanographer
how he
by
said-
What are the other
profession.
pictures?
By profession, I'm an oceanographer. This guy seems great.
How old is he?
Ain't nothing. What I hate. Oh my god.
Wait.
I could
wait, Dan.
I could
Okay, I
never
have something
do that.
groundbreaking to tell you guys. Have you?
What?
Were you ever on Hinge?
Yeah, a little bit.
They have
the
a
voice
voice
feature.
feature now.
Oh, Daddy's on TikTok. I know that.
Oh, I
Yeek.
like that though. That's good.
I knew it. Mama shoots, Mama scores. All right, Kyle.
Okay, that dog's very cute.
That is
so
a good
cute.
dog. I'm
That's
into
a smiley
meditation,
dog.
Better be his fucking
self-inquiry,
dog though.
keeping healthy, anything outdoors, geeky stuff. All right.
If it's not his
Oh, I
dog,
like a
I'm
geek.
gonna flip this whole table.
That's not his dog. I think.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
second picture with
Second time
dog.
with the dog.
His car, his truck. That's a weird vibe.
vibe.
But we had 2 of the dog. I think we need to focus on the dog and not.
Do you
And
buy-
that's an old dog. He had that for a while.
Do bio.
Oh yeah, of course. Self-employed, on tops and kink, straight man. All right, obviously, probably assumed. Easygoing for fun guy that likes to keep things light. Love dogs, kids, snowboarding, water sports. I'm 5'7", have kids. What do you think about kids? You're almost stepmom life though. Soon. I think a year or 2, probably.
What?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not
Like I
wrong.
mean, we're not.
No.
None of us here is getting any younger.
It's true.
Nothing-
How do you feel about the
nothing wrong
stepmom
with
life?
it. Yeah, what
There's
is-
nothing wrong with it, but how do you feel about it? Could you do
Not
kids?
great. I want to just have one more go at feeling young and that like
Okay.
Well, then Kyle's not it.
I don't know. It's just
Maybe Edison, right? Seems like a bright guy. Doesn't know where to look for pictures for sure, right? Keeps looking left. Fuck it.
Douchebag, honestly.
A little bit. You ain't into it?
no, I'm not.
Nah. Those eyebrows are a little too manicured for me on that
It's
last
insane
one.
how like
Kenzie.
much you can glean from a picture.
You guys should go to Hinge and just
What's your?
look
Yeah, I
around.
want to go to Hinge. I like Hinge better.
All right. Well, we'll do a quick one of these to Kenzie's. Oh, Stefan's gonna have it be a hard no. I feel like nothing against you, big
That's a
fella.
hard 41.
Yeah.
That's a hard 41.
Um,
You know, like guys in their 40s are
All good,
hot,
brother, but
like
not
some
today.
are just hard 40s.
Nathan, no, just this picture.
at this
I want to
point,
whisk you away.
at
Hard
this
no.
point, I don't know
That's
what's
just an
going to be
ad.
on the screen, but
Patrick,
for the,
probably not.
For the people still watching me, that was a treat, eh?
What happened?
Just poured beer down my front.
Oh, there it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Here
Are we
go.
hooked up to the sound here if I want to play a clip?
Yeah. Does he have a voice thing?
No,
Can you
you-
share it with me a little bit
he
better?
does-
'Cause I
oh,
can't
sorry.
see it all.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm not hooked up to this. I might be.
I don't know. I put this JP guy.
got a sound- he's
Hinge
got
is
sound?
different because, like, I don't. Where's
Yeah.
his? Oh, his age. He's 34. He's 5'11". He's a tall fella. He's a fit ed teacher. That's good. Acadia. He's from Barrie. That's nice.
I
Liberal.
like Hinge better for meeting people. I think it's better.
Boulder and
Yeah.
jogging. What the fuck would you know?
I wasn't around for Tinder.
I
Tinder are foreign to me.
I like him. We're
how long
going
have you
with
been in a
it.
relationship?
8 years.
Oh.
What? Oh yeah, you just gotta like something, right?
Yeah. Actually, you should
No,
go
you have to like respond to something,
go
right?
to my likes. So go to the little. Oh, I only have one like. That's sad.
It's Matt.
Okay.
Hey, Matt did what?
Oh, and I want to see is your Hinge profile similar?
It should be. Yeah, it should be. pretty
Happy Monday, says Sean.
Fuck you, Sean.
I hate
Ooh, I
hate
like that.
I hate a Happy Monday photo or a message.
Ooh, the roller
Oh,
skating.
right before you busted your asshole.
This was before. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say there's a little dust on that helmet since the last time I did an episode 4 weeks ago.
Because Hinge asks you prompts, so you should not go out with me if you take yourself too seriously and don't have a sense of humor. Okay. I won't ship about Mr. Robot and Comedy and Podcast.
True.
Dream Dinner guest Nikki Glazer.
You do love Glazer.
Cool.
Do we want to change up the prompts?
Okay.
You're only 5'3"?
I actually don't know how tall I
You
am.
might be 5. I'm 5'5".
I don't know.
You're not that much shorter than me.
Stand up real quick.
Please.
This is just how the evening's gone.
What?
Oh my God, you're the same height as her. If she's 5'5", you're 5'4".
You're 5'4", maybe.
Or I'm 5'3".
I think you.
Someone's gonna be
funny.
disappointed here.
Hey,
No,
well, this
I
is
think
what-
you're both 5'5".
You know what I
5'3" is
found
quite
out?
short.
You know what I
Like,
just
you'd
found out the
know.
other night is like I thought because we think we'd measured me. I was how tall? 5.
This is the evening we had. Claire was like, I'm 5'10".
But how tall was I? Like 5'8"?
No, you're not. Yeah. Yeah. You're. I think you're 5'7".
I was 5'7". Okay, but this is the because dating apps fucked with my perception of how tall I was because I probably measured myself or whatever before using dating apps, and then would go on dates with guys that had their heights listed and
that
they'd
are
be
never
shorter
right.
than me.
No.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, it must be taller than I thought. So I thought I was like 5'10".
Yeah. Well, I'm 5'7", and this guy I just went on a date with. He's 5'11", and I'm pretty much the same height as him.
What you're saying is you're 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm dating Dikembe Mutombo.
We gotta wrap because you guys gotta get to the show.
Oh, what time is it?
It is 7:40.
All right. Yeah, boom. Yeah, we got to go right there. All right.
Yeah. So I want you guys both to plug your albums, please.
My
Well,
album's called
You
My-
both have
at the
comedy
same
albums.
time. 1,
3,
2,
2, 1.
3, go.
My album is called
The Entire
Last Call
Cabbage.
by Dan
And it's by
Hendricken.
Clare Belford.
Recorded
It's
at the
recorded
Trailside
Trailside
Music Hall
in April 2020.
in April 19th and 24th. It was a Monday and a Thursday. I decided to work the Monday, and I was too tired, and the show
yeah, we both fucked up
saw
and worked
that.
one of the days.
So I stopped.
recorded, that
on
was a
Thursday
mistake.
had the day off, and I used
So
the
you'll hear-
entire Thursday
you'll
recording,
hear most of
except for the
Monday.
uncle joke, which I
Mine.
didn't do in front of my grandmother, who would not
Colin
come.
Buchanan recorded my album
From
and
Paper
also
Lions.
Dan's album.
You ever check out Paper
Now you're
Lions?
finishing my sentences, but you got it
Nothing
talking
but
over me.
bangers, baby. You gotta check out Paper Lions on Spotify. They don't perform together anymore.
Released on Comedy Records.
Yeah, big win for me.
God bless them. So
Claire
much.
signed with them, and I just got in.
Streaming
Take that out.
platforms.
Take that out.
I'm gonna take
Daddy's
that
got
out.
to get paid. Just kidding.
Dad.
My album's called
Suck
Last
a
Call.
dick. No one.
My album's called Last Call. Please go check it out.
Last call and the entire cabbage.
The Entire
Entire
Cabbage.
cabbage. Sarah, put the art here. Everyone, please listen to them because these are two very,
We're nice
very
people. We're
Entire
good people.
Cabbage.
individuals.
We're both pretty funny.
Stop. No, we got to cut this out too.
Yeah, fuck me. This is what happens. All right. I appreciate you both. Thank you both so much for coming on.
Please
All right,
cut that
stop
out.
the recording. I got a question to ask real quick.
No, we gotta close out the episode. Then
Oh,
you
yeah,
ask
yeah,
me.
yeah.
All right.
Stop everything.
I can't wait to perform with you guys.
Friday.
Yeah, me too. It's going to
Yeah.
be a fun week.
It's gonna be awesome, and I love you both. I love you both individually, but I love you both together too.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you
by
both
yourself.
individually, and I love you both together.
Yeah, it's
great
fun.
team.
Great
like
team.
I like having done the podcast before, just you. I was like, what would Sarah need anyone for? But this has been an absolutely delightful additional presence.
She's the bee's knees.
She doesn't know that she's not in front of her mic anymore.
Dan's still swiping away from me.
Trying to figure it out.
All right, guys, thanks so much. You guys do a $0 ring. Close out the episode.
Okay, I had nothing. I had no part of that. So much like our. Okay.
That's it. We got it.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Intoxicated Podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure you subscribe on whatever podcast app you use and leave a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. You can also give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast and check out our video episodes on the Intoxicated YouTube channel. Until next week, feel hard and talk hard. Intoxicated Podcast is hosted and produced by Sarah McClellan, co-produced by Sarah Nicole, and brought to you by the messiness of life.
Oh, everybody's depressed. Next subject.